Maya Alyssa. Yes, it is. I have plenty of tattoos. Oh my god, it's Selena. Hi. I'm great. How are you? Hi, Marie. Good evening. Smoggy. So for South Africans and Europeans and audiences not in Australia and the USA, good evening and good morning, and to all our US family out here, good evening. To all our Canadian family out here, good evening. To all our Australian family out here, good morning. Thank you, Janice. Thank you, Molly. Hi. Janice. Hi, from Chicago. Chicago? My voice is relaxed. Darling, thank you so much. My day has been fantastic, Smoggy Lantern. Thank you so much. Yeah, but we're back now. Welcome to the King John Show. Yeah. So my DMs have been inundated with I'm not quite sure. Hi, Wilma from Tennessee. I'm not quite sure what it's been saying, because most of it I have no idea what it's about, and I would like to explain to hi Marianne, hello Arabica, hello Mark, hi Tutti Frutti, the Rudy, Tutti Frutti. Is that is that the song? Hi Stony Felicia, how you doing? Thank you, Sam. Hi Sam. Yeah, so yeah, it's Little Richard. Yeah, I appreciate you. I love you too. Good night. It's that time of night where the kids must go to bed, but they don't want to. Achilles, go with Papa. Oh, Papa's carrying the big boy. Oh my goodness. Ooh-wee. Oh my goodness. It is now 2:44 a.m. I'm good, Sam. How are you? Hi. Hi, Tatu. Hi, Mimi. You're doing good? Great. Thank you, Tina, for the heart me. Hi, Dollar. I have biological dogs. I'm actually 32, so I think the biological clock is ticking. You good, Sam? Good. Thank you, Rihanna. It's 4:44 a.m. for me. Lucky numbers. My daughter doesn't want to go to bed either. It's gonna be 8 p.m. in Texas. Wow, that's early. Where? Right here, everywhere. Do you know why? Why it's so youthful? It's because I don't stress about shit. I handle shit, you know? So, oh yeah, Callie, I know the times right now crazy in America. You guys are in the past. I'm from your future, so welcome to the future. Welcome to the King John Show. So I do want to explain how it works here. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I'm here to raise awareness. I'm here to understand and experience and learn about humans and the people around me and our communities. And I'm here to converse. I'm here to listen. I'm here to mediate. I'm here to facilitate. But I'm not here to make friends. No. I'm here to host a show. I'm here to get the truth. I'm here to facilitate respectful conversations. It's not a debate. Thank you, Mel. Thank you, Killer Kong. It's not an argument, it's a conversation, because everyone's entitled to their opinions. Everyone's entitled to their perspectives. Everyone's entitled to like what they like and dislike what they dislike. And if you don't like that, it's okay. We don't have to agree on anything or everything, but we do have to respect each other. And the only way we're going to have meaningful conversations that actually lead somewhere, and not bickering and bullying and harassing and threatening and being just crass and crude, is by having a respectful conversation. So that's what I do here. The reason why I'm telling everybody this, I need to be warm. Thank you, Mel. Is because I'm part of this community, whether I watch live streams or not, whether I talk to you in the DM or not, whether I like you or not. It's not about me. The King John Show is named after the host. The King John Show is not about King John. It's not about my personal preferences. It's not about getting to know me. Yeah, you'll get to know me over time because we're part of the same community, but my opinion doesn't matter. And when I give my opinion, I always say in my opinion. Everything said here is not validity of any allegations. It's not confirmation of any allegations. Evidence, receipts are welcome, but humiliation is not. So we do things in a way that makes you feel good after you've either walked away from it, let bygones be bygones, or just decide you don't give a. So on that note, I have been inundated with DMs, and I'm here to talk about it. Welcome to the King John Show. If you don't know, I'm the host, King John. When you come in, there's a disclaimer. Please read it. Please understand it. Remember, it is not about me and my feelings. I'm not Judge Judy. I'm not Jerry Springer. I'm not Ricky Lake. I'm not Kyle. I'm not Maury. I'm KJ. And I'm here to converse with you. So, Tatted has sent me a DM, and she just said she would like to talk to me regarding some things. Now, I would show you the DM because I usually do that, but it's unnecessary. I'm telling you verbatim what was said. She has not disclosed anything. I invited her. I said, you're more than welcome to have a conversation with me on the King John Show, because quite frankly, this is not about me. I'm not judge and jury. It's not a trial. So what happens on this platform is shown on this platform. I don't facilitate private conversations trying to elicit information. I don't do any of that. If you have something to say, don't send it to me in the DMs. Jump in the box. Thank you, Ree. Because it's not about me. I don't sit on TikTok and watch live streams. I don't join boxes. I don't go into these things. I'm just here to host a show and I leave. So, thank you, Ree. If you have something to say or something to talk about, let's talk. Boxes are open. Thank you, Pumpkin. And again, one more thing. I am so grateful to all of you for a fantastic show last night. It was incredible, really, absolutely incredible. The people that I have connected with here, the people who have just been introduced to the King John Show's community, thank you. We're not a cult, we're not a crew, we're not a gang, we're not anything other than a community. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, everybody. Yeah. You don't need to put a hashtag next to your name. You don't need to subscribe. You don't need to tap the screen. You don't need to share the live. You don't need to gift. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. Your energy and your time is the only present that I need, because it's your presence. That's the only present I want, your presence. And that number is important to me, because it's the heirs. Because at least one of you's mind has changed over the last 24 hours. And it's a good change. So, thank you. Thank you so much, all of you. I'm glad you guys found me too.
Hey, honey.
Hi, Pinky. How are you? Don't mind that. That is
I'm good.
security. It's the security. It's the security. Just like securing the place. Yeah. You might hear it a couple of times, so please don't mind. Hi.
I was one of the first people that called out Faith. I've known Faith for 5 years. And I had offered myself to go out there to her. I'm about 40 minutes from her. To help her just to get the hell out the house. In that time, she stood me up in different things. And in that same time, if you're here, Tatted, I need you. We found out some things about Diva Rebel that were really concerning.
Right?
So it's been a lot. Yeah, you're gonna need this. All right.
I think I'm gonna go get my spoon, because my little King Paris is also in the background saying, "Hey,
Okay.
Mom, it's time." So please give me a second. King Paris, I will get you some treats as well, darling. Ad break, just for you. I'm almost back. Thank you for reminding me. I forget that we have chapters here. Now I'm ready.
So I had offered to take Faith a few different times and get her out the house. She never took any money from me. She never asked me for anything. But when she had taken the money last year from Dalton, I was around then too. Hey, Stewie. And then from there, it just progressed. And I told her I am from a side of TikTok that does awareness. And I constantly told her, you do not want to end up on my side of TikTok, because they will turn around. Yeah, she did. They will turn around and they will do awareness, and it will not be, nice. They will stream you. Then you will get the assholes that come in and do the foul stuff and make the comments and all that good stuff.
Yep.
And so it went from there. I know, Queen. It's been a hard thing because I never really wanted to give up on Faith, but she's given up on herself. Her mom, when I've spoken to her mom, hey, sweetie, her mom told me that she's deathly afraid of her. On the phone, she would have to take it off a speakerphone, because Faith would go to the door and just bang on the door. I did. I know, Lori, honey.
Could I just...
Go ahead.
Thank you, Shannon. Is Faith's mom afraid of her in a way that she's afraid for her life, or is she afraid?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Um,
Has there
and
any?
that, well, I know that right now Adult Protective Services have has been out there, um, and I guess they're involved. Um, but she's afraid of her daughter. She told me that she was afraid of her, and she told me that she was a pathological liar. Um, she told me that the only thing that was wrong with her brain is that she is bipolar.
Can I?
Um,
Can I ask?
it. Go ahead. No.
Having these conversations with her mother independently on a phone call, or
Uh huh.
okay, so you have her cell number.
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever asked Faith's mother how she ended up with cerebral palsy? Was it from birth or
Uh, it was
mal
it was malpractice.
malpractice? Right. So
Um, they inflated her lung too much.
yes. Okay. So that story is true. Then,
Uh huh.
so the reason why I'm asking this is because then my question into that is, do her parents feel guilty for that? Do they feel
No.
guilty, and is that why they
No.
allow?
They don't pity her.
Okay, so why is her father so, how do I phrase this? Why is she coddled?
Mm. She is the only child.
Right.
She
Like,
is one of three. The other three are gone. The other two are gone. They didn't make it. So
was she a trucker?
being
Sorry.
no, no, she wasn't. But her parents have lost the other two when they were babies.
Sorry, just a question.
Hmm.
Are both her parents from Denmark, or is it just the dad?
No, her mother is from somewhere else.
Like, not in the US, correct?
No, not in the U.S. No.
Okay, because her father as well. So she's
Yeah, her father's from Denmark.
yes.
Um,
So I feel like these are questions I should have asked her father if it wasn't too intrusive. Well, he had a choice not to answer. So, but the other question then that I have, and I don't know if it's appropriate to ask you because I'm not quite sure if
yes, there you go. Thank you, Jen. Her mom's from Iran.
she's Iranian.
Yes. Odd, ain't it? Um, very, very odd. Hold on, Bug. You're gonna have to hold on, baby.
You are telling me that an
Yes.
Iranian. Are you saying okay? So Faith's mother is Iranian and her father is Danish, and
Mm-hmm.
these are very conservative societies. Like these are very
Yes.
conservative backgrounds. Like very,
Yes.
her behavior is weird. The second
Odd.
thing, it's odd. Yeah, but it's strange. It's peculiar. The second thing is, I don't understand the father's. Someone said doting. She has a doting father. I don't understand that dynamic. Because is the father also afraid of her? Is it just the mother that's afraid of her? And with regard-
Um,
yeah.
I think the father gives in because of the mother. Um, and this is just my opinion. I believe that she has a way of manipulation.
Right.
So um, that's where she disassociates the parenting from the caregiver, um, because she has no faith in them. Um,
Okay, but with regards to the father, because it's the father that seems to be more prevalent in her life. It's her father who seems to be more of the issue with her. She says you don't know what happens at home. You don't know how it is. She's implying that she's being abused in some sort of way.
she's not.
I
She's not.
understand. I do understand that, but that's why this dynamic is quite peculiar. And if I don't, what doesn't make sense to me is her parents have had two children prior to her or during that time as well, and they've both passed. Do they all have issues like Faith?
Um, I don't know. I never asked her mother that. I
Right.
just know that they passed.
Yeah.
Um,
So the
but
reason,
in that
yeah, go
time
ahead.
period, we, one of the people that I was backing and streaming with, no, she does not have no living siblings. One of the people that I was backing and streaming with,
Yeah.
um, we found out some really vile things about. So yesterday when you had her in your live, I came in, but I
Right.
didn't request a box. You can actually bring Tatted up if you want to. I
Yes.
know her service is kind of,
Tadid was here
um,
when I tried to accept, it wouldn't let me, and
yeah, her service is real sketchy. She was driving.
no problem. When she's back on, I'm more than happy to bring her in. Um, so, are you about to talk about what Tatid wanted to talk about? Thank you.
Yeah, Miss Diva Rebel. Um, we found out some things about her, and to find
Diva,
out that
sorry
Rebel.
to interject. Diva, who was here yesterday regarding
Uh
faith.
huh. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, love life to the fullest. Okay.
Um, from that point, I was called into another live, and I had been doing these lives to make aware of Faith and the crap that she had been doing.
Okay.
And she just came in, hey Faith. But from there, I was called into a different live. Um, go ahead.
Sorry, hold up. So, are you saying that whatever you're wanting to say about Diva has something to do with faith? And
No,
Faith is
I
here.
found out the stuff. I was called into Mexican Homies Live, where she had turned around and had been a mod for him, Miss Diva Rebel. And when she did that, I was already working with Mexican Homie because he had picked up Faith. And from there, he showed me the things and other big creators had gotten up here and turned around and did the same. They had already pushed her out of their groups because she is a racist.
Diva.
Diva.
Okay, so
Tata, do you want up here?
okay, so what does Diva have to do with the faith? Is that when the racism started, or
No, the racism started years ago, and it is repeated patterns.
okay? But
Um,
when you say that she's racist, what are you calling her a race? Well, that's a an
I'm calling her a
expensive.
racist.
Yes.
I'm calling her a racist.
Okay. What makes her racist, if you don't mind me asking?
The rebel flag. Um, calling people the R word. Um,
The rebel
that
flag. What's wrong with the rebel flag? I haven't actually seen it.
it's a racist flag.
Okay.
She says the C slur, yes. And the chat's probably gonna light up with a bunch of different things. Yes, the R word. She has actually called black people porch, MOKESEYS's. Um, but the rebel flag is racist. She had tried to sell products with that flag on it. I mean, I can show you if you want me to.
No, no need to bring receipts. But okay, everybody. I would like to explain something. It doesn't matter if someone's here or not. People have opinions, and whether that person is here or not, people are still going to speak out and talk about things that they want to talk about. It's happening out here in the open. Remember, it's not about my opinion. I'm neutral. I'm not here to take sides. I'm mediating. If you've been here before, if you know how the show goes, you know this method from my madness. So please don't shoot the messenger. I'm just here to facilitate. But these are things that have been happening for years on this platform. We raise awareness, right? We speak the truth, right? We seek the truth, right? It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, what color your skin is, how big your eyes are, how small your nose is, how long your hair is, how short. It doesn't matter what your sexuality, and nothing matters here. It's neutral ground. No sides here. It's not cliquey. If you don't like something I say, wait, hear me out. I'm here neutrally. So whatever she wants to talk about, it's probably been talked about all over the platform already. She's probably
It
not going to
is.
say anything new. She's probably not going to come out here and give something explosive. It's going to be explosive to me because it would be my first time hearing it. But you are desensitized. So here it is again, but this time not as a story, not as gossip, not as a rumor, not as she's jealous, she wants clout, she wants this. No, as a conversation,
Yeah,
discussing.
they can keep all the other mess.
Yeah. So it's not about whose side she's on. It's fair game here. It's fair play here. Everyone's entitled to their opinion here, but we do it respectfully and no swearing, no cussing. And if you're going to say
Okay.
someone is
Uh,
racist, bring the receipts. If you're going to make allegations and accusations and you have receipts, you're more than welcome to put them out here. And we're going to look at them
I
from
have them.
an analytic point of view, not from, oh, we've seen that before. No, we're going to see it again. We're going to keep seeing it. So, whatever the case may be, also, Diva is more than welcome to jump in at any point. This is not me hosting a smear campaign. I don't know anybody here personally. Welcome to the King John Show. This is not slander. This is not defamation. I make sure that I run the show clean.
I'm tatted with like a box, please.
So, if Diva wants to
Hello.
speak, thank you, Ash. Hi, Tatted. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Not too bad, thank you. Welcome to the King John Show. Yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome. What's up? Is this what you wanted to talk about?
Yes. So I was trying to. I have another lady. Her name is Twisted Tea. I don't know if she's here or not, but she's getting all the stuff that I have told her to pull, so you can have it. Everything Pinky is saying, it is true. Me and Pink used to be her mod on her platform. We did not know this, and the minute that we found out, we exited ourselves out.
Right.
As you know, I am from Iran, so I don't deal with the races, and I don't deal with putting people down and stuff like that. So we have receipts if you want to see how she was being racist and the things
Oh,
that she said.
Yeah, I mean, I can show them to you if you want.
Sure,
Thank you.
absolutely. Yeah, because if you're going to call someone a racist, you have to.
100%. 100%.
Being racist is sinful. So if someone's going to be accused of being racist, I'm not saying she's racist, I don't know shit. But if someone's going to be accused of being racist, present the proof. So it's not saying we don't believe you, it's bring
You'd
the
have to put me
receipts.
in a big box.
Okay, so
Hold on. It gets worse. Now, them are from 2015. She did say in a live, she called everybody SLOW. There's Bug down in the corner over there somewhere. I can't see her. She called her the R word. Here's where she calls them the porch things.
okay. To the person who reported my pictures last night, middle finger up, in caps, and join the rest of the trash I live by. Guess I must have hurt someone's soft spot all because I speak the truth. You don't like what I post or say and can't handle it? Need to have cats off my page. Tired of not being able to voice my opinion or just be honest about people in this world. Let's set something straight to the dumbass who reported me. I'm far from racist. I have plenty of black family and friends, but there's a difference between.
You can skip it.
Okay, but 2000. Okay, so that's. Has she?
Do you
ever-
need 2024? Hold on, because I can give you 2024. I also have proof of her selling her government food stamps to help with her child. And she has borrowed money from people off the app herself. Here's one. This is 7/10 of 2024.
What's that? What is that? Like, is that like a.
She says, "Don't you know we're all racist?" And
Yes,
she's just
I mean,
laughing.
was that on a platform or what?
Yeah, this is her platform. Her name is Kirsten.
Okay. The thing is, that's her. Remember, I'm middle ground here. I'm also tan skin. So that's her being cynical. That's actually not her being serious, and she's being cynical. That's how I'm interpreting it. If I were to read that, that would be. What if Diva?
She has three different.
Okay,
profiles on Facebook. I even have her husband's.
sorry.
But here's my issue.
Can I just address something quickly?
Mm-hmm.
Tia, is that your name, Tia? Not the excuses for her racism. Yikes! That's not an excuse. I don't think you understand. So I'm going to say it again. I am here on neutral ground, and I can sit here and be like, "Oh my God, that's so freaking racist! How dare she?" and go off for clout. But that's not what I do here. I'm a rational and logical thinker, an analytic human being, and that is why I'm so successful on and off this platform. And if I were to sit here and sensitize everything that's on this platform, then I'd be crying the whole day. Yikes. But right now, it's not about your sensitivity, it's about fact. Regardless of her cynical pattern and behavior, there are shreds of racism elsewhere, but I'm saying that post itself was not racist. That post was not discriminatory. In fact, she was being cynical, making a joke.
She owes people money. She owes people money after borrowing money because she sold her food stamps. I can show you that too.
Before we get there,
Now, these are people that I know she borrowed money from.
But the flag thing, that is white supremacy. That's not even racism.
Right.
That's next level shit. Listen, I'm going to be frank with you. But
Here is her husband.
that's next level. But the thing is, again, there are certain things that she is saying and doing. I'm not saying that wasn't her post wasn't racist. She was making fun of you guys. I told you method to madness. Before you jump and start assuming that I'm making excuses, understand what I'm saying. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, what color you are, what your heritage is. We're all human beings. There's only one race that exists. It's the human race. If you're
That's her
black
husband.
people, we're gonna get into this. Can you just pause that for a second? Okay? Racism, discrimination, all these things affect all of us. Whether you're white, green, black, blue, it affects all of us because we're human beings. So we're going to look at this analytically. So if Diva wants to come up and have her say and try to explain what is going on here, we can do it in a
Hold on.
respectful, intelligent way.
Erica, I'm not making fun of nobody.
Well,
What
we
I'm saying
colorblind.
is I have proof that she sold her food stamps for money, and then she asked to borrow money to feed her child. Make that make sense?
Can I ask Pinky and Tatted,
Yes.
what is the reason for you wanting to raise awareness towards this? Have you and Diva and, well, Tatted and Diva obviously seem to have had some issues because yesterday Tatted entered the chat and one of her friends and mods jumped in the box while Diva was here and there was a little bit of animosity. So I'm making an assumption based on that. But
Yeah.
what has led to all of this? What is the reason for you? Actually, let's start there. So perhaps you guys don't understand method to madness. This is how the show goes. Welcome to the King John show. We would look at evidence and then ask, what is the reason for you bringing up things right now? Has something happened? Are you guys fighting? Is there...
When I was brought the evidence, I turned around and walked away from her. And the next day or the following day is when she called everybody SLOW because she was heated. And you can't turn around and claim awareness when you actually owe people off of the app money because you sold what you get from the government to fix or buy or do whatever with, and that is money from the government to feed your children. And then you sell that
So
and turn...
can I just
Go ahead.
put a pause on the food stamps? In the comment section right now, the audience, you're popping off about... You're not listening to anything that she's saying. You're popping off and fixated on one thing. So I'm going to make this make sense to you, okay? No reaction warrants racism. No outburst warrants racism. If you're heated and you're in a heated argument, racism is not acceptable. Racism is racism. That shit is filthy.
100%.
So there is no situation, and I'm just going to put it out here, there is no situation where racism is acceptable. Now, I'm not talking about any specific situation. I am telling you that racism is racism. So no one is making excuses. But what we're trying to understand is, why is this being brought up now? when it's been brought up so many different
Um,
times, you say?
it's been brought up, I guess, a few different times.
Right.
And when she started covering Faith, um, if I can send you some of the clips on the way she speaks about Faith, and
I find
degrades Faith, and different things, that is what warranted everything. When I got into that box and I had 4 other big creators turn around and tell me why they pushed her out their groups,
right.
and I have, like I said, Mexican homie that's all on our side, and he don't do gifts, none of that.
I'm just
Um,
curious. Have you
so
had any issues with Diva? Like, have you guys clashed at all?
no, that day I walked away. I blocked her and walked away.
And how
Exactly,
long
me
ago
too.
was that? Farah, how long
And
ago?
then I ended up in Dalton's box with her, and that's when she called everybody SLOW.
Yep.
Okay, so
And the very next day, she turned around and talked about a Chinese man's eyes.
thank you, Zero Patience. Okay.
God, I don't even want to say the word. Um,
Um,
so
So I want to say something, KJ. I have a sister who passed away.
thank you, everybody.
She had
yeah,
disability, right? And she uses the word. I'm just going to say it slow. She
Right,
uses the word with the R. She uses like that. That's not something. If you're coming up with an awareness, you need to act like an awareness. You don't need to be, if you're on a platform and you are hosting your live and you are making awareness, make sure all you T's and Q's are fucking, like, excuse my language, they're all fuck, like they're, you're doing the right thing. You're just not
right.
just saying it, but then doing something, behind your back.
No, absolutely.
The thing, um, the thing that really upsets me, like, I don't know if you can see, she said the biggest, largest GAY. She makes fun of the LGBTQ. She makes
Is
fun of
that
the.
is
I'm
that
sorry.
football? Is that football? Okay, so the thing is, okay, so no justification for discrimination, etc. 1000%. We're on the same page. That was 2015. Where's the new stuff?
She literally was on somebody's live and she called somebody slow.
Yes, I understand that, but like,
She literally called somebody slow. And if you were sitting there and when
I
Pinky said, "Did you just call someone that?" And she says, "Yes, I did because I was upset."
I have a
Can I tell
question.
my
yeah, go ahead.
this book,
Um,
book hit in the middle. She
no.
actually turned around and made her ankle a 988 because she pushed her. She has
yeah,
disabilities, and she pushed her.
But what the proof
Okay,
is where?
yeah,
Where?
I
What?
went
Because, like,
Cat, can you mute for a
So
minute,
so I can
please?
post a thing that says I called 911.
okay, no, she's not upset when he is.
So
I can't hear anything she's saying.
I went to my story is I went to Faith asked me for money and I said no, and she told me to go unalive myself, and then in a live it because it happened in a live, and Pinky can vouch for this, and um um Diva was like, where's the proof, where's the proof? And I was like, well, I guess, I thought I should make proof. So I did. And then I ended up calling 988 as it's right there on my screen. And I did attempt that night. And they um, uh, nobody believed a word I said.
Not doxing nobody's numbers, y'all. It says state of, and it says hippie chick, and it shows the 988 calls. There's no, unless you're doxing the state or 988, maybe.
But
The
that doesn't.
317
But that
number is the
proves
state.
that Diva said anything to her.
It was done on a live.
She told her
Okay,
It
but
because
was
then
she
where's
wanted
live.
that
the money.
proof?
She told her
I'm
to go
just
on
saying
a
you're
live
gonna come up
herself.
here and vilify someone that's not here, Pinky. Excuse
That
me, Tatted. I was
she
speaking to
can
Pinky. But you,
she
where's
can
the
get in
proof
here if she
then?
would like. It was done on a live.
He's not
You're
here for the
muted.
drama.
KJ,
Why are
you're
you
muted.
guys like making this about that when it's about Faith?
Hi, Kate. Sorry.
I didn't come up here to talk about faith.
Kate, it's not about faith. It's about anything and everything. That's what the show is about. It's about social media. It's about what's happening here, raising awareness, making people see the kinds of people out here. It's not just limited to fraudsters and scammers. It's also racist, homophobic people. It's people who discriminate because they feel like it. It's people who are wanting to even share positivity. It's whatever you want, but it's social media. I have not had any private conversations with any of these women, with any of you. You know this. Tatted and I spoke briefly because she asked if she could come to have a conversation with me about something. That was it. It was nothing personal. It was not, I didn't even know she was going to talk about Diva. In fact, I met Diva yesterday, like a lot of you. So please understand that whatever's happening here, it's, in my opinion, from what I am seeing, it's gonna be clicky because there's Team Diva and there's Team Tatted or Team this and Team that, and it's not about the racism. It's not about the discrimination. It's not about any of this. It's to poke, jab, and needle until someone causes an effect. It's about Diva and all of you and whoever supports Diva clashing all the time. It's literal clash of the titans. That's what it is. The reason why you guys are sitting and watching me ask, but where's the new proof and where's this and where's that? Not because I'm not acknowledging what is being shown, but that is not actually the problem here. That is not actually the issue here. No, the issue is if we talk about this and go blue in the face, everyone else has spoken about it, but the underlying issue is the chaos and it's the clash. So it's not about the racism. It's not
Yeah.
about the
No, I
discrimination.
understand, and I really
What else do
appreciate.
you guys like about each other? Yeah, sorry.
I
Go ahead.
appreciate. I'm sorry. I just want to
No,
say
go
one
ahead.
thing, and I'll dip. I just
Yeah.
am looking forward to when someone brings up all the stuff Dalton's done, and then I would love to see how hard these two go to defend him. But I really appreciate everything
Can
you
I say something
do.
real quick?
Thank you, Kate. I do
No,
want to say
I'm
that
gonna go.
Dalton,
But have a good night,
thank you so
and
much.
you guys.
You too. Thank you, Kate. I do want to say something before everyone just. Dalton had come in here yesterday while Diva was in the box, and they were able to have an amicable exchange without cussing and swearing and accusing and bickering and being ugly with each other, without being petty, without being foolish, without irritating each other, without being condescending and cynical and sarcastic. No, it was neutral ground. So Dalton, in that conversation, had also stated that he has made lots of mistakes. Remember one thing, people don't change, they reveal themselves, which means that if you take accountability and acknowledge that you've done something wrong, it's not sorry, it's action speaking louder than words. And if you don't want to see how people reveal themselves and how they prosper, we don't grow up, we grow into ourselves. No one makes mistakes. We learn from experiences. We call them mistakes because it was tragic and pathetic, but it's life. And if we're going to sit here and say that this is because someone was racist in 2015, 2018, it's not about the racism. It's not about the discrimination. It's not about the slurs. It's about your personal problems with them. So let's talk about that. Let's not come out here and bring something.
That is my personal problem with her.
Well, then let's talk about that.
Because after that, she turned around and she gave this big speech and she put up all her past and all that stuff, saying it was 10, 12 years ago. And then she continued. That's the issue. You can't say that you corrected yourself and then continue with the same patterns. And then you turn around and again, you borrow money off people from the app, but then you're doing awareness on Faith that has taken money from people off the app. You see what I'm saying? And them same people have requested their money back, whether I can show you the recent proof where she's borrowed the money and they've requested the money and she refuses to pay them back.
That's okay. Let's talk about that. That's the key word. Did she borrow the money or did they give her the money?
I have the proof where she asked them to borrow the money.
Okay.
Do you need it?
Everybody, we will go into the racism and the Sensi parts because that's what it's called. But that's a very big topic for me. Racism. I don't want to talk about it superficially when there's an underlying problem. We can talk
Can
about
I
it right
say
now.
one thing?
Go ahead.
I know. I just want to make light in this whole awareness community on Faith. It seems like someone's mad at someone else every other day, and it's starting to really get ridiculous. With the racism part, I would just like to say, as a black woman, Diva talked to me when I was going through a very hard time, when I was going through a lot of medical issues and was there, and to say something that was done so long ago, I just feel like me being a black person that has had talked to Diva, I just want to say she was sweet and kind to me. I just wanted to add that in.
Sarah, I do want to say something, and I want everyone to understand this. I'm from South Africa. I'm a South African woman. Here's a layman's question. If someone commits murder 10 years ago, today, are they still a murderer? Yes or no?
That is true.
Okay, I'm not trying to say that to discredit what you're saying, but they will always be racist. They will always be the murderer, the whatever it is, okay? People can be good people. Racist can be good people too. Just because they're racist, it doesn't mean they're bad, but it does mean that there's something psychologically wrong with them. So I'm not saying that Diva's a racist. I'm just saying, in the same breath, told you, ooh, oh, I have an incurable homesick of the stars, and that takes me home. Thank you so much, Firecracker. Thank you. May the stars fall. So,
Yeah, I really do.
Yeah. So that's something that you must understand, that murderers can also not murder for the rest of their lives. Racists can also not be racist for the rest of their lives. I'm not saying she wasn't. I'm just saying that this is...
I need you, JJ.
Pardon?
I really appreciate that point you made too, because
Can I ask real quick something, KJ? I just want to make sure Bug is okay because
Bug?
she was she got very emotional, and I just want to make sure you're okay, sweetheart.
I'm okay. I mean, I kind of got attacked in the comments.
Okay.
Don't look at the comments,
Okay,
Dollface.
I also want to explain something about the comments. These might be familiar names for you, and you might feel that these people are always doing that, or you might have reservations because they're associated with somebody. But remember that this is a public platform. When you put yourself out here on a public platform, it doesn't matter who they are, who they're friends with, who they support, they're entitled to their opinion. And if you don't like their opinion, you've put yourself on a public platform. So you will be scrutinized, as rude as it may come across to you. Sometimes people are frustrated. Sometimes people are aggressive. They're having a bad day. It's no excuse, but this is social media. So if you're going to let comments bring you down, then you need to figure out whether you need to be on this platform, whether it's good for your mental health,
That's true.
speech. And
And baby, what you can do is all the ones that you see that are against you, click their profiles and block them. It's an easier way, so you don't have to go through it. So here's where Diva started asking for money. I let someone borrow my food stamp card so I could get my car fixed, and they went out of town for the holidays.
right.
So she sold her food stamps. Yes, JJ, this is about Diva. JJ is one of the people that she asked for money.
Right.
So, and I think this was JJ here. So she's admitting to selling her food stamps, regardless of what it's for to sell. That is not for you to sell, it's for your kids. Then just recently, oh, here's another one, where the person requested the money back, but she will not. She refuses to give the money back. So how do you do awareness on somebody who has taken money, regardless of what it is?
Could I ask
No matter if it's $10, $20, or 90,000, like Faith. How can you do awareness knowing that you owe other people money?
Okay, so
Mr. Frank, don't start with me, Mr. Frank. I have 7 daughters. So what, Mr. Frank?
wait, hold up. What does that have to do with the price of salt? Why?
No, I don't know. Because he says that I have a whole basketball team.
Okay, I just want to put this out here. The reason why I respect people is not because I owe it to anybody, not because I expect them to respect me in return. It's because it shows the kind of person I am. Yes, I'm consciously telling you that by respect, you can see what kind of person I am. And if you're going to make disrespectful and condescending comments that have nothing to do with what's happening right now, to try to humiliate, to insult, and use children, well, it shows a lot about who you are and your character. No one's going to take you seriously because instead of having a respectful opinion, you're making crass remarks. So please be respectful. Thank you, Yolandi. Yolandi, thanks. Okay, so she's borrowing like $30, $50, $80, like
Yeah.
and
But
what
then
if-
she immediately started awareness on Faith. And when she started the awareness, you would think that if you, as a creator, decided that you were going to turn around and do awareness on Faith, that these people that you know that you owe money to, no matter how much it is, you would pay them back because you asked for a loan.
who are all these people lending her money? Like, why are they doing it? Is it because they're friends with her?
They were friends with her, yes.
Okay, so
And when they started requesting their money back, one day, like JJ said, she asked her for money, didn't even say thank you.
I understand this, but why was it then brought to TikTok? Why do you have receipts? Why are people on this platform walking around with screenshots from PayPal? Like,
That's exactly what I was about to say.
I mean, if I could say something,
go ahead.
I personally have sent Pinky my screenshots
Yeah.
because part of the awareness was, producing proof to those who have sent money. And I personally have sent money to Faith on a few occasions through Venmo and Cash App because at the time in which I've known Faith, not personally, but I met her through TikTok. I met her probably around October of last year.
Oh, darling, she's talking about Diva. Not even.
Oh,
Yes. Sorry,
oh,
Kim.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
I
okay.
thought she was just talking in general about sending money.
No,
Okay, well,
yeah,
I can wait for my turn then.
no, you're more than welcome
Sorry.
to go on. But she was. I just wanted you to know that she was talking about Diva.
Oh, okay. I kind of was trying to piggyback off of what she was showing, but
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's
okay.
fine. But we will get into faith because that is another topic of discussion tonight. Yeah, I think that the faith chapter needs to be closed finally, and I have an idea. So your input is going to be relevant. And do you expect your money back from Faith, by the way?
I mean, because I realized she had scammed me, because initially I sent the money to assist with her, building up her fund towards moving. And also at the time she was in the negative. And
Yeah.
so I felt bad for her. She is always on live expressing her situation in regards to being abused by her parents and, not having the, I guess, just not having access to, I guess, the normal life stuff. So I just felt bad. So I sent her Venmo and Cash App payments towards helping her out of the negative and also to assist with her saving money towards moving. In total, I sent her $135. I have requested that money back since finding out the whole thing was a scam because she didn't move.
Yeah.
And she was also sending her money to other creators and just buying concert tickets and, whatever else she was buying. So I did request the money back, but she has denied my request on numerous occasions. At this point, I don't expect the money back. It would be nice if she, did pay the money back because she didn't use it for what she claimed to need it for.
Can I give you some advice?
Yes, of
When someone
course.
gets called out for being a scammer and you have given them your money, remember you gave it out of the purity in your generosity. You could have taken
Yeah,
that,
of course.
done whatever the hell you wanted to do, but you chose to give it to her. And I have this concept that I live by. When a homeless person asks me for money, I ask them, "Are you going to do drugs?" And they say no. Then I'm like, "I'm not going to give you money because you're not being honest with me. What are you going to do with the money?" And I'll give it to you, and they'll be honest with you. The thing is, it's time to start doing that with people like Faith. Do you really need the money for that? Or we need to be discerning in our approach. And whatever you have given, count it as a loss, as an experience, and move on. Because every time someone is labeled a scammer and the proof is in the pudding, you have a sense of loss and anger and frustration because that is your money. It's hard earned, whether it's $10, $5, $100,000. But you're not going to get that money back. And you're going to get angry and stressed and frustrated and jump on the bandwagon when people start using these things to start bullying and harassing and clicking against certain people. So the moment you jump on that gravy train, you're not getting your money back, but you're getting drawn into the chaos, the drama. So count it as a loss, move on. It's a lesson. You've experienced it. It's just another one of those. You can say that you've been scammed before and you know not to get scammed again. Do your homework. Don't give people money. Yes, the whole world is suffering in our own way. Not everyone's going to ask you to help. And those who do ask you for help, be discerning when you choose to help them. Do your research. You've got the internet, you've got TikTok. Google them, search them. But count it as a loss and move on, because the moment you get stuck on a gravy train, it becomes a thing of sides. It's whose side are you on? And when you don't agree with something, then you jump sides. Or when you don't agree with, then you will be questioned. Why are you in the live stream? Why were you in that live stream? No one has a right to tell you where to be, how to be, who to give your money to, who not to give your money to. No one has any right to have any expectations of you. Why I say off and not of? Because they're trying to control you. That's controlling. So when it gets to that point, because it eventually does, and you get blocked from being in a certain live stream for some reason or the other, because you're team this and team that, that's when you need to realize that maybe I need to neutralize myself again and take myself out of that. It's nothing personal. It is what it is. Life goes on. Because the moment you start fixating on the fact that you've been scammed, cheated, whatever it is, it starts ruining you, and you start becoming comfortable in that chaos because you're now relating to a whole new group of people. It's exciting to belong to a Me Too party, but there are repercussions. You get dragged into people's drama. So,
I mean, I can appreciate what you're saying, and you're right. I mean, I did give to her because I wanted to. It does suck that overall I was scammed. I didn't do my research, but I did watch her for
yeah.
a few months. So, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it is what it is. I thought you guys were talking about that, so that's why I came up. But either way, you know, I appreciate what you're doing. I saw a lot of playbacks of you speaking to Faith, and honestly, like, I did appreciate your approach with her. So yeah, I will, you know, jump down, but you know, followed you today, and I'll keep watching you, and I appreciate the conversation.
I appreciate
Can
your time.
I say one thing to you?
Sure.
I know it sucks and that like you did lose your money, but it does say to your character of what kind of person you are to put up that money for a whole nother person that was in need as far as at the moment of what you thought. It really does speak for your character, and I just want you to know that.
Yeah, of course. At the end of the day, I'm a social worker. I help people overall. You know, I do have a soft spot in my heart to help people who are in need. You know, that's part of my career. So I saw that she was in need, and, you know, I wanted to help. So it did bother me that overall it was not, it was a scam, but at the end of the day, it doesn't stop me from helping the next person,
Yes, ma'am.
is all I can say. So,
Don't
One
let that
person.
stop you from like one bag egg out of the dozen.
yeah.
Yes, on that note now, Queen, you and everyone else sitting here who has been taken advantage of on this platform, not just by Faith, but by so many different people, creators, friends, people you thought were friends, you are the empaths that the narcissists crave. And they're going to find you here. You're going to be baited. You're going to be manipulated. But it's all part of the experience. You've been through this before. You're going to go through it again because your heart is gold. And sometimes people melt gold. So,
Yeah. You're right. Well, thank you. I appreciate your words.
thank you, Nat Queen. We appreciate your time. And stick around because Faith might even come here. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be in the comments.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nat Queen.
Thanks.
The spoon is out. Welcome to the King John Show. Remember, anyone is welcome to jump in. If you don't like something someone is saying, you're more than welcome to come in, but not fight them. Ask them why they're saying what they're saying instead of accusing and bickering. Tatted and Pinky. The money that Diva is borrowing, what is she using it for?
Yeah, no idea.
Clue?
And I also have a clip that she was on her live where she put her hands on her child.
Her baby was
Hungry.
asking for food. And Josh, why would she need to borrow money for food when she
Because
shouldn't have sold her food stamps?
so if you want me to go ahead and share that video, I can. Is
Okay.
it
Yeah. You listen. Welcome to the King John Show. I literally give up my show for all of you to do what you want to do. I'm here to facilitate. Remember, I'm a neutral ground. And Diva, this is not slander, it's not defamation. I'm not entertaining anybody. I respect you. I respect the woman here, the audience here. I have no personal vendettas or perspectives. We're all human beings. We're strangers on the internet surviving together. So, yeah, Diva's more than welcome to come in. But I now need to ask, are you saying that you're using this opportunity to raise awareness?
Oh, look. Somebody just said, tatted. She said today when her kid asked her for dinner that she was getting the belt.
Thank you so much, Lilac. Right. What I want to say is that I'm not quite sure what's going on. I do know that a lot of people have been helped by Diva. I do know that a lot of people respect Diva. They've spoken about it. Sarah as well. Diva has a lot of loyalty on this platform. She has raised a lot of awareness. She has done some good things, but it's also evident that she has done some really nasty things, really ugly.
And I appreciate being shown what is being stated because that really does back instead of it just becoming a huge who said, she said type of drama.
But the thing is, I think this is what I'm hoping is that you're trying to, because this is how Pinky started it. She's trying to raise awareness towards Faith when she's displaying the same behaviors on social media. Faith is violent, and now they have stated that she has assaulted her child on a live stream.
I'm just gonna play the video and I'll let you guys decide. It's kind of a little bit long. So when I go like this, I need everybody just to listen because that's where you will hear it. And the way she speaks to her child, a child is going to speak to you the way that what they hear around the house. Like my kids will never speak to me with disrespect. You know what I mean? Because I would never do that in front of my kids. I don't do that. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna turn my camera off, but I do want you guys. So I am gonna play it. It's not like somebody else's stuff that I'm playing. But if everybody can just listen, I really appreciate it.
No, it's called roast beef. Roast beef has a different smell to it. So yeah, if you could shut that fridge. I'm hungry. I'm gonna tell you right now, like I told you last time. I wasn't meaning to be mean, but I'm hungry. I understand, but lose your attitude. All right. Was I supposed to get anything else, Mandy? Yes. I got those 3. Did your teacher get your form for your computer? No, you have to do it online. I did. No, you didn't. Well, I did whatever I could. So I guess I need to email somebody. I will. No. Know what? Know what? I don't want to show half the story, so did you mean no as in there's no, that's it? Okay. All right. Let's tell the rest of chapter 5 into chapter 6. Trash. I don't really have a trash bag anymore. If you could get one, I took it out last night. Or put it on. Yep, there you go. She had chips and nachos and granola bars and pudding, but she said she didn't like her nachos, so today we're gonna go to the store and get her a couple more things. She picked it out, so I don't feel bad. She knows what they taste like. All right. So let's go to Mandy's story of this. So this is another female. We'll start off with, hello, how are you? And mind you, maybe there was just a friend request sent, but hold on, never mind. That's not Andy's side. Andy's messages are on the other side. Just kidding, ignore me. Okay, so hello, Andrew, how are you? Well, hello. How are you? Are you in the U.S.? Yes, I'm Faith's friend. Oh, I hope to move put to her. Mind you, that already sounds catfishy. What? I hope to move to Texas where she is. Oh, that's good. When? It should be fine.
I saw flies or something flying.
I hope not. Hold on. Yes, I'm Faith's friend. Oh, I hope to move to put her here. What? I hope to move to Texas where she is. Oh, that's good. When? Before the winter. Nice. I wish you both the best. You're moving in with her? At her parents'? Did it end there? I hope we didn't just get put on a cliffhanger. God damn it. How? Well, we'll go buy more. I know what I'm doing today.
What?
Going to buy a container. We're done with this. We're going to go buy a container. I heard you the first 3 times. You say it again, and I'm going to tell you to make yourself something. You got it?
That's what I made!
I want you to go back there right now. I said, go sit down for 5 minutes and wash your mouth, because I'm not doing this. Whether I am on live, whether I am out in public, you're going to watch your tone with me. Go! I'm done with it. I said give me 5 minutes. Stop! Didn't I just
Oh,
stand up?
Speak on that real fast?
Sure, Caesar.
I want to know, when you supposedly think it's a smack, which it wasn't because her daughter came on live and said my mommy clapped her hand and told me to go to my room, where do you hear the child crying? Because if you smack her...
Caesar, hold on. If you say it, it's going to sound like you are defending her. Let me say it. Because, thank you. Michael. That sounded, firstly, that was an echo. So when you slap a child, there is no air between that. So it won't sound like that. When you smack your hands together, there's air between you because it's not flat like that. It's you cupping. Unless you are, you hear? So that sounds different on a face. I can do it harder, but I'm not going to slap myself, look ridiculous. But we're using gravity, we're using logic. You can test it at home. So that, if that was not on display, if it was not in front of a screen, in my opinion, that was not a slap. That was not someone getting slapped. Because second, what Caesar was about to say is, with the impact of that sound, you'd hear a child whelp, scream, or ow. I've received lots of smacks from my mama growing up. And like every slap, you still make a sound. In fact, you make a sound to make it even more dramatic. So that's just neutral ground.
Well, her comeback was that she slapped her phone, and that does not sound like a slap on the phone.
Um,
Also, turned around and had coached her child on if she was getting hit, and that's in the comments. And somebody said earlier that she threatened to whoop her again today.
Yep.
Listen, I just need to say this. Whether you like it or not, parenting needs to be done one way or another. And however if she is threatening her child with violence, I'm sorry, but that's parenting. It's not normal. It's not, I don't know, the conservative way, but in fact, it is the conservative way. But people parent their kids however way they want to parent them, whatever. And if we're going to be critical about all of this, remember when you have kids. I don't have any kids, but I'm speaking from experience as a kid who used to get smacked by my mama. It's parenting. It's just, that's how parenting is. I'm not traumatized by my mom. I love her to death. She's my best friend. Then I actually think that if my mom didn't, when I did something that was uncouth or not in character, I think I would have been an absolute ass as an adult. On the daily.
So what about the food?
Yeah,
So what
but
about the food?
pardon?
What about the food though?
Yeah,
There
the
was
food.
flies in her food.
See, that's okay. Now, when we're talking about the food situation, that's sus. Because a kid should be eating food and not snacks. A kid should have a full belly, and perhaps she needs help. Perhaps she really does need help.
She doesn't get offline.
Okay, I do. Yes, exactly. Maybe she's trying to make money. Maybe this is her way of trying to get some dollars. The thing is, I want you guys to understand something. Even bullies can be bullied. Even stalkers can be stalked. Even murderers can be murdered. Even racists can have racism spewed at them.
Nikki in the comments said
No.
she was abused for 3 years and didn't cry when she got hit because it made it worse. Same with me. I didn't cry when I got hit when I was little.
And with
Wow,
me,
wait, Pinky. Do
I'm
not
just reading a comment.
do not bring up abuse.
Daily rankings, let
That's
go.
fine. But I see what you're doing.
Okay, can I say
Uh,
something real quick?
I said the same thing Ted had said. She slapped her kid.
I agree.
She slapped her kid. That is abuse.
And you saw
Did you
it
see
where?
her? Did you see her slap her kid?
She coached her kid.
I was
After
on
she
live
slapped
that
her
day.
kid,
Okay, sorry.
she turned around.
Where?
sorry,
Wait. Where?
Hold on. Wait, Pinky, did you see her slap her kid?
No, it's just the video because she took her off camera
Yes, I
because there was flies in her food
Did
and
you
the
see-
baby was screaming that she was hungry.
And okay, and did you see her or hear her groom her kid?
Yeah, she turned around and said that she was going to bring her kid to the internet to talk. And in between that, she ended her live. And within minutes, when she restarted her live, she had her kid get up there and say that she didn't hit her.
Okay, but the thing is, you can't make an assumption that she coached her child during that interval. That's just speculation. That's your opinion. That's your perspective. That's what you think happened.
Are you reading the comments, Miss KJ?
No, I'm talking to you. It's your theory of what happened. if there's no evidence to back this, I'm not saying she did, I'm not saying she didn't, but I'm saying to make these statements on social media in front of hundreds of people, you must have evidence, because that is abuse. That needs to be reported to social services and not on TikTok. Because
It has been.
well, if there is evidence of it, that needs to be handed over to social services. But speculating, I'm not, again, I don't know Diva from a bar of soap. I respect all of you. I respect her. I respect everybody. And with all due respect, you can give your opinion, and you can give a perspective, and you can give a hypothetical situation of what you think happened. But that's your theory. It's not a conspiracy. It's your theory. And you're entitled to that, because we will never know. That's the fact of the matter, right? We will really never know what's happening and what's happened and what's happening behind closed doors. But if there's no evidence, that slander, libel, and I think defamation, criminal injuria, these are things that you're accusing somebody of without having evidence. The other things you have evidence of, I can't discredit you. But with regards to this, there's no evidence. It's a speculation.
It's on her live almost every day.
Yeah,
that
so her
she's
dynamic at
threatening
home
her
is
child.
toxic. So she has a toxic dynamic at home, according to you. Some people might see it as that's just parenting. It's stressful. It's irritating. It's frustrating. Parenting, even not parenting, you have dogs, you feel the same thing. Again, not excuses. People will justify this. I'm giving you all the reasons why people will sit here and say to you, do you have proof? Because there's also we're relating here, there's relativity here. If you can relate to somebody and you can understand their frustration, then you're going to discredit or dispute the person saying she slapped her kid. You're going to ask for the evidence. We experience through each other. You don't need qualifications to experience through each other. It's how we learn. Sometimes our opinions can change. Sometimes our opinions can be proven wrong. It becomes factual. So I'm not saying that this is the case. I'm saying that you must always be open to other opinions that might have validity. But again, it doesn't mean you need to change your opinion. It doesn't mean that you need to silence yourself. You've got freedom of speech. But remember, slander, defamation, and libel, that follows a person. That's creating a digital footprint. People screen record. And there are people who...
Well, the messed up thing, Miss KJ, is the one who recorded that was her friend. And she's the one who brought it to us.
But the thing is, that's not
and she's the one who turned around and she knew her.
But
she knew her.
I'm sorry to say that person was being malicious, because that's not a friend. If that person really had an issue with it, she would go directly to social services and say that my friend, this person has been doing this. But to take it to so many different people, that's malicious.
Okay, so can we first, seeing how we're talking about this and we're being we're not throwing out accusations, as you say.
Right.
Can we first determine what is emotional and mental abuse first? Let's see if we have a common ground on that, and let's take the conversation from there, like an actual definition.
Are you asking me?
Yes, because it's your live, so obviously, like, you're hosting it. So
let's see. It's the King John show, and it's not about me. If you're coming here to test my knowledge, my intellect, I will undermine you. No, ma'am, with all due respect, I will undermine you. But you coming here to ask me, it's quite condescending. You asking me to define these things as if I don't have knowledge or I don't have an understanding of what it is.
So why did you jump to that when I said I'm undermining you, when I made it clear? Like, let's see if our definition's the same first.
With all due respect, we both speak the English language. We should have the same definition. One second.
That's coming with a common ground, so I'm sorry, but...
If you speak under me, I'm going to speak over you. But I did not say that you're undermining me. I said I will undermine you. That's how it's going to come across. You're going to say I'm rude. You're going to say I'm disrespectful and condescending. It will come out. I know this. I have experience with people. But what I'm trying to tell you is it doesn't matter what my definition is. If you're coming here to test me, then you think I have a different definition and a different understanding. We both speak human, don't we? We both
Okay.
understand what abuse is.
But interpretation is different than
No,
the
you
way
can't-
we interpret a word can
No,
be
dude,
totally
it's not,
different.
there's no interpretation. It's a describing word for something, an action. You can't interpret
So-
it. Abuse is abuse.
Okay, so you agree, then you're agreeing that mental abuse and emotional abuse is abuse, right?
That is what it is, yes.
Okay.
Abuse.
So somebody who's on their life consistently threatening their child, you would say that that is abuse. Would you not? To manipulate them to do something.
Hold on. Okay, fair. Let's get into context. So is she sitting there randomly saying to her child, I'm going to hurt you, I'm going to hit you, is she randomly just spurring out of the moment? Is she an addict who is out of control? She's spiraling, she's going to manic episodes, she's having psychosis. Is that the situation? Is the environment hostile? Does the child look like she's going to piss herself? Is that the situation? Is that what you're talking about?
I'm talking about, let's go with other factors as well.
No, I'm talking about abuse. I'm talking about threatening situations
Okay.
in a child. These are the responses from a child. This is the
So-
environment.
Okay, so environment, fleas all inside the house and flies everywhere, going into the food. That's considered
Wait, you
legally.
there?
That is considered
Negligence.
legally
That's
abuse. That is called neglect.
Yes, it's negligence. I said that 3 times now. So
that's
there's a
part of
difference-
abuse.
Hold on, ma'am, hold on. There's a difference, and you know this. If you're talking about, or you should know it, there's a legal difference between neglect and abuse. Now, she's not abusing her children physically, but by neglecting them, she's abusing them, correct?
So
How-
I'm gonna again disagree with you because some states do categorize it as the same.
I am asking, but I'm not discrediting that, and you can't dispute what I'm saying because I just said what you are saying. It is abuse. Neglect is considered abuse because you are neglecting your environment, you're neglecting your child. That's abusive behavior, correct?
So that yes, that is. So that means the mother is abusing her child.
No, ma'am. So we're
We
on the
just
same,
said that.
hello, we're on the same page. Don't put words into my mouth.
I
The
didn't. I just said so.
The environment and the difference here is that you are saying that she is threatening her child, not neglecting her child. You're saying that she's threatening her child. Now you're using the word neglect.
She is, but she has threatened. Someone just sat here and said she's on live and she's always threatening her
Okay,
child.
so someone said it. Did you hear her threaten her
The
child?
person next to you, who I do know has been in her lives quite often.
Can I say one thing?
But you're not putting it. Sorry, Sarah. Sorry, Sarah.
No, go
You
for
are
it.
not, you're not a viewer of this. You have not seen it, so you're speaking on hearsay.
So
You're taking her. I'm not discrediting her or disputing her word or whatever, but you're taking her word for it and coming here and trying to make an argument.
okay, well, your argument, there is something called eyewitness statements.
No, this is not
If
a
this
court
is
of
being
law.
seen,
This
why
is not
aren't
a
we
court of
calling to
law.
like?
It has been reported. It has
This is
absolutely
not a
been
court. Oh,
reported.
then keep it for the court. I don't need eyewitnesses here.
But why would we platform somebody and allow somebody to be platformed comfortably while their
She's
environment
talking
is
comfortably
okay?
right now. She's
Why-
talking comfortably right now. You are the one taking offense because you feel your ego is being
I'm
bruised.
not in defense of anything, hon. I promise, I'm not.
you
But
are
what I
being
don't
bruised.
tolerate is somebody dimming down what something actually is. And I'm sorry that you and your viewers feel that you're over here, but when it comes, there's a difference between spanking due to like touching an outlet. But when a child is finding flies in their food and they don't want to eat it because of that, and then the parent
Wait,
instead
wait,
of
wait, wait, wait,
punishing
wait,
it,
wait.
the child even said it on the audio. I'm saying
On
I'm
the
sorry.
audio.
but it was.
She
It
said
was
there
on the
was
audio.
flies in her food.
Can I just say something? I'm quite perplexed at the fact that you guys don't realize that what you're doing right now is arguing things that don't matter.
They do matter.
No, they don't.
Absolutely.
Why does it matter if nothing has been done about it? You're saying that someone's
know-
openly abusing and threatening their child on social media
Okay.
and
Do
nothing.
you know that?
Can we hear from Caesar,
Do you,
please?
yes, we will. Let me just say this one thing, and I will mute gladly. Okay. So let me tell you something. I do work for the state. I work in healthcare, and you know how many calls it takes to get CPS to come in, file a report, and start doing an investigation in my area of where I live? Do you know how many calls it takes from how many people? It is disgusting, and a lot of times CPS is understaffed and overwhelmed.
Okay,
All right, so go worry about Gabby and just relax for a second. Let Caesar say something.
can you tell us how many? Because I don't know.
Can I speak?
Yeah, sure. Sorry, go ahead, Caesar.
Okay, so as an owner of a home health agency, I can tell you that if CPS is called out for child abuse, by law, they have 24 hours to go out and investigate. So there doesn't have to be many. By law, they have to go out within 24 hours. I don't know where Nikki gets her information, but I work in that. I own a company. Now, as far as Diva having flies, I don't know any house that has not had at least one fly in it. And as far as fleas, everyone who has a dog might have fleas, and she has receipts where she has taken her dog to the vet and taken care of the issue. When it comes to the racism, we are talking about 10 to 12 years ago.
Please, making my head hurt.
And I would really love for someone to tell me what you did 12 years ago and tell me you don't regret it nowadays.
I wasn't a racist 12 years ago.
But you're not perfect. Don't come with that. You
But
have said a word.
you can't turn around and you can't say that you're going to change. Go ahead.
Caesar, can I just, because again, it's going to be bias coming from you, so neutral ground. Nikki, racism is racism. Full stop. People are perfect, and people are racist at the same time. It doesn't. Perfection has nothing to do with racism. Racism is racism. If you've done it once, if you said it once, you're a racist for the rest of your life. Full stop.
Absolutely. Racism is horrible, and
Yes.
so that's like point blank period.
Excuse
But
me, I'm
again,
speaking.
that's not me saying that Diva or anybody is racist. I'm literally just. This is fact.
So
No.
right, exactly.
Thank you,
So if we want to say she's racist, okay. What else? What else did everybody do when they were younger? Talk to me.
Oh, okay. So when I was young, 12 years ago,
Okay,
12
hi,
years ago.
Caesar, no. Caesar, no. The thing is, again, we are not comparing racism to anything. So someone's drunken night, someone's, I don't know, accident, and we're not comparing it to that. Racism is racism. We're not going to discuss what we did 10 years ago, 12 years ago to deflect from racism, because now you're making the racism a thing. And if we get
Okay.
into that, like,
Calling me racist because what? Why? I'm not. What? Okay. Anyway, but also to address Caesar, I do work home health care as well. So what you said still, again, you're probably in a different state. So it does work in a different state than where you are because it's from state to state. Different. So that's all.
I have a question. Who sitting here has been friends with Diva before? All of you. Except Sarah, I know you like, and Caesar, I know, and Katie, I know you guys like Diva. Not you, but yeah.
I was
Cookie,
her mod. I was her mod until I found out what type of person she was.
but like,
100%.
so you're saying,
As soon as I found out the racism stuff, I blocked her.
but then the bullying and the exposing and all the other stuff that she's been accused of,
I never.
We weren't the
ever-
only ones that were already doing it. We just wasn't on that side of TikTok.
But KJ, but she definitely she bullies.
No,
Faith.
I wasn't.
She
I
bullies
understand that, but you
everybody
guys,
else.
I
But-
understand this, but you guys, every person that is, what I've experienced on this platform through hosting the King John show is that every person that has come to the show with animosity towards somebody to raise awareness or whatever, they're ex friends of theirs, ex moderators, ex something. And if I were to sit here right now and say, does anyone have anything to say along the lines of what they're talking about with regards to them, like what they're talking about Diva, I'm sure that people are going to come out here and say, well, Pinky has done this, and Tatted has done this, and this one has done this, and that one has done this. Right?
I will not be a fan of Divas because of something she said like 15 or 10 whatever years ago. I'm sorry. Like, people do deserve a second chance.
She
And
just called
these people
somebody
out here,
slow.
hold on, Tatted. These people out here pretending they've never said anything or done anything is wild. You're not perfect. No
She
one's
literally
perfect.
just called somebody slow the other day.
Literally, have you listened to Faith? Say
It
it's
doesn't
okay
matter.
to say that.
It doesn't matter. You
Excuse
don't
me,
sit there
I'm
and
not
call
done
somebody
speaking.
slow.
Can I speak or no?
Katie, with all due respect, that's not how we speak here. Please calm down. If you are not going to speak over her, I'm not purposely
Can I say one thing and drop?
It's not.
Like,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm
Can you
trying.
come back?
I mean, with like
No one's silent.
everything that you're saying of what's going on inside your home, if I just say if I mean I have not seen this, I personally have not seen this, but if I was a person who had witnessed something, I would have reported it. I wouldn't have argued it on TikTok. I would have kept reporting it. And I'm sorry, but like if it really was a huge notice, the school would also start noticing these things with the kids. And like, I just say arguing on the internet, if you really want to help her child and that's what's going on, you need to report it to the proper authorities.
So
thank you.
So basically, what the public, half the public's opinion is, I've been looking, is that this is just a smear campaign.
So Scarecrow Anthony, by the way, is over here sitting here taking pictures and my videos and then making a profile about me as we speak. And I have nothing racist. He's going off of my political views and stuff like that when we're not even addressing something like that right now. So I'm just wanted to make that aware right now. And it's on their story time. I just wanted to throw it out there. So if you're against bullying and stuff like that, there you go.
Scarecrow,
So can I say something real quick?
Go ahead. Scarecrow, you're more than welcome to join the box, sir, if you have something to say, seeing as you're so passionate about spamming the audience.
So I want to say I live in a county that was racist in the state, in my state, the worst racist ever. And 15 years ago, it changed. How, why, I don't know, and I don't think anybody else knows, but it did. We have every different nationality coming to our school now, to where 15 years ago it was unheard of. We had the most racist people in this county, and I think different generations that are born help change the minds of people. So something that happened 20, 15, 12 years ago was said cannot be held against someone, because I have seen a change in people that I would have never, ever thought would have changed. And that's all I have to say.
So, apparently, by the way, so anybody that thinks that the offing of a life of a father and in front of their children because of speaking of you is racist, don't interact with me, because that's disgusting, the fact that you're celebrating that. So,
Wait, sorry, Nikki, what?
oh, that was the person, Social Anthony, said I made a in the comments a racist post because I called out somebody for celebrating in United States uniform, which is against the code of conduct of uniform, for celebrating the death of a political figure that was a father and a husband and just had friendly debate with people across college campuses.
Hold on.
So
Oh, Charlie Kirk.
that apparently makes me racist because I called it out and I pointed it out there that it was disgusting behavior. And I am a former military wife, and my whole family's military. So we hold our own accountable for things that they're not supposed to do in uniform, and I think that can be respected across the board.
Okay.
That's just what I was pointing out there, because if I'm going to be called a racist and stuff like that, they need to do their homework. But we're back to the diva thing. Sorry, I didn't mean to divert.
No, Nikki, it's okay. I'm just curious. I'm not American, but was Charlie Kirk in the military?
No, Charlie Kirk was not in the military. It was somebody in the military celebrating his death, which I am very familiar with the code of conduct in uniform, and they are not supposed to do that.
So I just need to put this out here. People are entitled to their opinions and like who they like and whatever. And if you're gonna post things on social media, then it's gonna be open to interpretation, and people are going to say things that you might not like. And I'm sorry, but unfortunately, this is life. So
it doesn't mean somebody's racist. That's all. It doesn't mean somebody's racist. Because I'm looking at you like you're intelligent. I don't look at you like you're dumb or whatever. And I look at a lot of people like they're intelligent until they show me their character.
sorry,
It's totally different.
Ma'am, why did you say me? Because I've got brown skin? I'm just curious. Like, why did you say me?
Because in the lighting, you look like you're probably Indian, like closer to that, more so. It's your lighting. It's your lighting. I have really bad vision, and it's a little box, so that's why.
Okay.
But if you're not, then my bad, my mistake. So
can I ask my question?
Go for it.
I don't, and I'm not here for the cloud. I'm not here for the fucking drama. I'm just here to ask a simple question. Why, after all this time, why would you go and, care about somebody's past? Like, it's just a simple question.
Towards who? Towards me?
Anyone. Why would anyone judge someone because of their past?
Well, because when they say that they've turned around and they put out this long story on how they've changed and different things, and then they continue their behavior, just like I told Miss KJ, it's patterns, and patterns never change, just like stripes don't change. They either go up and down or left or right, and you can't make them go diagonally. Patterns don't change, and when she has repeatedly gotten up there and called people slow or turned around and called other people different other names, it doesn't matter if there's 10 years in between it, 20 years in between it, or 3 years in between it. It's a pattern.
Okay.
And you can't.
Nikki,
Mm-hmm.
Pinky, I want to just say something. You guys are so opinionated about Diva, but right now, Nikki was discriminatory by assuming.
I hadn't even got to her yet.
But
No, you asked me a question. You said, well, what race do you think I am? And I said, well, You're light.
I didn't
And then
ask
you said brown skin. You said, why? Is it because I got
stop
brown
shouting.
skin?
Nikki, stop talking over me, please. I'm having a conversation with you. I didn't ask you what race I am. I know what race I am. I'm human. I'm part of the Homo sapien species. I'm part of the human race. I'm a Homo sapien. I've said that earlier. So I've never asked you what race you think I am, but I asked you, why did you direct that at me specifically? And it's because of my
Because we were having a conversation and that was it.
Okay.
And then you asked me about race.
Yeah, but I didn't ask you about my race because you just racially profiled me. So
I did not racially profile you if I said you were intelligent to start with.
I'm not arguing with you. Can you stop raising your voice at me? I am not your child. Okay? Have a conversation with me respectfully, please. I am talking
Okay.
to you.
Well, I'm screen recording it, and I absolutely did get that when you asked me, what do you think my race is? And then you said, is it because I have brown skin? Is that why you said that? And then so I have that. Thank you. You proved the point. You're a liar. Already, you proved it. Thank you so much. You have a great day and stay blessed.
Nikki, can you please go out and play the recording for us? What the hell did she just do?
Yeah, because I'm lost.
I wanted to have a conversation to explain something to her. Nikki.
I mean, well, that was racism at its finest.
Nikki.
I have a, can I, hi Pinky, can I have a chance to speak? Okay.
Go ahead, honey.
I don't know what all.
The temper tantrum.
I came in late, okay? When I got here, I logged into my computer. My computer is in Diva's Live, okay? I think she did probably coach the child because now her first narrative was that she slammed her phone down. Now the narrative is my child says I clapped my hands together. So which one is it? Did she clap her hands together or did she slam her phone down?
She slammed her phone down. I was watching that live.
I was in that live too.
Hold on, Peachy, did you see her slam the phone down?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
There's no way because we have the video.
I was in the comments. Saw the phone slam down.
Right.
That's all I can tell you.
You were in the comments, and the phone was propped up, streaming someone else. So she was never in the view of the camera. So you just tried to lie for her.
1 second, Peachy. I just want to say that
2 or 3 phones.
Hold on, Peachy. I just want to say something. She was not streaming from 2 to 3 phones. She was streaming off 1 phone, and when that recording was played, we heard the whatever that was, but no one saw it. The reason why Tata didn't show the video is because there was nothing to see. We had clarified this. So you are now saying, could you show us that you saw it? Because if Tata
I don't have the live recording. She didn't give me the access.
But Tata has it. So if Tata comes in here and shows us nothing and we hear that stamp, that slap or whatever the hell it is, are you going to say that you lied?
I mean, I'll write my mistakes. I mainly came up here to ask my question.
I know, but I mean, like, I'm not trying to discredit you or whatever, but people are going to call you a liar after what you said. I'm not arguing with you or trying to humiliate you.
Honestly, if they want to call me a liar, they can call me a liar. I could give two fucks.
You can fix it. You can fix it before that happens. You can say you made a mistake, honest mistake. You may have assumed that you saw it. It was a long time ago. The end. But don't, like, really take accountability for it because she does have the video. Get it out there so people don't run around and say, remember on the King John show, Peachy was out there lying. And then if you do have something to say and you have proof and whatever, people are not going to want to listen to you. So just, it's okay to take accountability. No one's going to sit here and say, oh, you're a liar. You see, it is what it is.
Okay. In listening into her live a couple of days ago, she makes a statement. She has a skunk living underneath her garage. She makes the statement that she likes when the skunk sprays because then her kid goes to her dad's more often.
Melissa, your sound is not good. So good.
I'm sorry, it's not very good.
It's okay.
I said the other day she was in her live She talks about a skunk living under her garage. She says she likes when that skunk sprays because then her kid leaves and goes to the dad's house more often.
Can you play that recording, please?
Yeah, because I've never heard Diva
I
say
will
that.
have to go back and
I'll
get
pull
it.
it.
And I will try to find
I'll
it.
pull it.
You'll pull it?
I'll
Thank
pull
you.
it. I'll post them on my page.
Thank you, Pinky. Okay. Then, Peachy, you can't say you
Can I
didn't.
just, can I ask a question?
Uh-huh.
Has it ever occurred to you that she might have a dark sense of humor, weird sense of humor, and that people just nitpick words because?
Okay, ma'am. Can
No,
I
but
send
I'm just asking. I'm not saying it is that. I haven't heard it. I don't even know what you're talking about until I hear it. But I'm just asking. I also need Nikki to run that recording because I'm dying to hear it. Thank you, Gladiolus. I'm not trying to discredit you. I'm just saying,
I get that. I get that. You're not trying to discredit me, okay? Then, I watched your live last night, okay? And I'm not giving any excuses for Faith. There is no excuse. She's done wrong, and she has acknowledged some of those wrongs. I'm not going to say that she's not, I'm not seeing a change, okay? But to me, it's bordering on cyber stalking because she also made the statement, it was either this morning or last night, that she follows Faith from live to lives. If she stops her live and goes into somebody else's live and gets in a box, she follows her.
okay, so
That's
Melissa,
stalking.
thank you for bringing that up because that is something I would like to talk about. I can't remember right now who asked me to define bullying. I do need to say this with all due respect to Diva and anybody who does this in general. If you are compulsively trying to raise awareness, which is no longer awareness, which is borderlining online bullying. Raising awareness means you sit there and you go blue in the face for 5 days even, and then you stop because you raise awareness. And whatever people take from that, you don't try to keep plundering them. Why? Because if people choose not to listen and acknowledge, let them experience. But when it's continuing, it becomes seen as online harassing, bullying, stalking, all of that. And this is where the borderline and the fine line gets lost. Faith is everything that they've said she is. I've seen it. But if we sit here, when I host a show, tomorrow we will not be talking about you. Tomorrow it's a new topic. Tomorrow it's something totally different. Yesterday was Faith, today is Diva, I guess. Tomorrow is something new. We don't fixate. Why? Because then it becomes bullying. Then it becomes something to humiliate. Then it becomes a tool to not even get your point across anymore. Thank you, it's me. It's now a thing of going around to create as much hype around this person because it gives you some sort of power. I'm not saying that's in Diva's case, but I'm saying that if you have so many screen recordings of this person, you get hell-bent on proving that they're a scammer. We know they're a scammer, full stop. The people who don't want to acknowledge it, full stop, it is what it is. But constantly going, I'm not saying don't jump into people's live streams and do what you want, do whatever. But if someone doesn't handle it the way I do, and they start attacking Faith, that's another person bullying Faith based on hearsay until they see the actual videos and see that it's true. But it's because it has now become a tool to humiliate, to bully, to harass. So truth turns into opinion. Opinion turns into arguments. Arguments turn into clicks, and clicks turn into online bullying.
And that is something that's something I've been trying to I have tried to get across to her and some messages to her that it's not awareness anymore. Sitting here streaming her every day and letting those people in the boxes sit and make
That's
fun
an
of her.
unhealthy fixation, and I'm sorry, it becomes borderline obsessive.
and I've tried to get that across to her, and I've been called ignorant. She's went through my videos trying to pick out things that she thinks I'm doing wrong.
You can't expose everybody for having an opinion. You can't threaten people's information.
I mean, I've had to go and make my profile private and block the people in her live because they were going through my videos and then sitting in their live calling me ignorant and telling me to stick my finger up my behind, and I mean, because I'm trying to get across to her, it's not awareness anymore.
Absolutely.
So bring the videos.
Again, I'm not saying that she's bullying anybody. I'm saying that if you witness these behaviors, use your own logic, your own
Yes. Right. So Melissa is a mod for Faith, and she
I am not a mod for Faith.
She used to sit in
these are high. These are high. You can't say that just because someone is supporting somebody, then they have hidden agendas or intentions, and we need to discredit them based on that. No, we're having a conversation here, and it doesn't matter if she's a mod at Faith, if she's a supporter of Faith, an enabler of Faith, she's entitled to her opinion. And
Absolutely.
And she can do whoever she wants and like whoever she wants and support whoever she wants. But at the end of the day, she's not talking about Faith.
Okay, now like down here in the comments, Melissa needs a hobby. Well, wouldn't you say Diva needs a hobby?
Hi, sorry, Kimberly, you asking Firecracker, weren't you Faith's mod too? What happened? She can be anyone she wants. In fact, I will make her mod right now. Then she's now my mod. Are you going to have something to say about that? Why are you watching where people are moderators? Do you know what a moderator is? It's not a friend. It's not a liaison. It's not your confidant. These are people.
No, for Faith it is.
Exactly.
For Faith it is.
Exactly. Yeah. I respect my moderators. I don't have personal conversations with them or talk in the DMs or get tea from them. They're here to moderate the chat. I read every conversation, every comment. I read every interaction. And my moderator is discerning enough to know when someone's being
comments down there now telling me I need to get a job, but yet you've got Diva who's sitting here streaming every day and falling asleep streaming. And but you want to write in a comment down there that I need a job.
Listen, no, I'm unemployed. I don't need a job. I don't want a job. If she has a job or doesn't have a job, it doesn't have anything to do with the price of salt. If you can afford to buy salt, it's not your business.
What's going on in your comments right now?
People are entitled to say what they want to say. Remember, it's a public platform. People are going to make these ugly remarks to humiliate you. But remember, it's not about thick skin. It's about acknowledging that you're putting yourself out here, and it's freedom of speech, unfortunately.
So my question, does she only follow Faith? Is that the obsession? My question.
Does who only follow Faith?
About here.
Oh, Diva? Yeah.
So she only streams
she
Faith.
got on other people when Faith goes off live, 100%.
Well,
and then she got on Gabby, and then she got on Joanna and Lori and Lisa, and yeah, she came from an awareness side.
So it's not because she's not always on Faith.
No, but as soon as Faith goes live, she goes there. Faith is her main content. And she also, hold on one second, KJ, and I'll give it to you. And on top of that, she will turn around and restream the lives.
Okay, but I do want to say that she's allowed to do that.
100%. But that's still an obsession. And Miss Drama Fob, Pinky has 7 females, but on live, I have 5 older daughters. My kids are in bed, the younger 2. My older daughters all live at their own houses. So I'm always with my family. Worry about yours.
But I will say, I don't know where the person was. Oh, I think it was you, Caesar. In Montgomery County, they have 45 days to investigate.
What do you think is the outcome of this. Do you not think that she's now going to be live talking shit about you, and then you guys are going to go live and talk shit
Oh,
about?
I don't care what she says about me.
No, but do you not think that that's
It
going
don't
to
matter
happen?
me.
Isn't that what happens though? You guys start.
Oh, I don't watch her. I don't watch her.
But you
I
are.
blocked her.
But you aren't watching her. But you have so many videos of her, which means that you are aware of what she's doing.
I have 2 videos of Diva. 2.
I understand that, but what
And
I'm,
they're actually they're not even my videos. They're reposted
That's
videos.
kind of contradicting, being that you say she follows her everywhere. How would you know that if you only have 2 videos that were given by a third party? Just a question.
Caesar, I heard her say she follows Faith everywhere.
Send us the video.
My question is, why is it so deep? That's what I don't understand.
I just wanted to say one quick thing. I feel like it's a little hypocritical for Pinky to say that Diva was following and streaming Faith anytime she went live, but she sat up in Diva's and Dalton's panels watching the streams as she was doing.
I would go there because people would follow me and I would be in there on mute. Now, what I do and what I have done is the same way that I've done with KJ here. When she would get out of somebody's box, I would go to them and tell them what the hell Faith had been doing.
Wait, can I ask a question?
Always.
Anyone here who's friendly with Faith? I don't care if you're a moderator or whatever. Don't care your role. I'm not going to question it. Coco, I don't care about that. You're human. I'm human. I respect you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your presence. It doesn't matter if you're here even as a troll. I appreciate you. Can someone please ask Faith if King John, KJ, can have a conversation with her after she's cooled down? I will request her if she wants, because I know she likes to make a little bit of money on this platform. So if she wants, I will battle her. Not a big battle or whatever, but just to have a conversation with her, because I wanna talk to her. I really do. I think that we broke through a little bit yesterday, and I think if I keep poking and pestering, I might come around with her. So,
Well, I can tell you, I do go in Face Live. I wasn't a big supporter, but the only thing I try to do in Face Live now, I'm not a mod, but I do try to keep her cat positive so she doesn't go off the rails and start yelling and screaming.
well, then if you're able to talk to her, you've witnessed me now, you've experienced me now. You may not like what I have to say or the questions I have or how direct I am, but I respect you, and I respect every single one of you sitting here. And whatever your opinion is, whoever you are bullying, it's not going to change my opinion of you because you've treated me with respect. So it's not my personal problem; it's a social problem, and we're going to try to deal with it together. But I would like to talk to Faith, because I think the more I humanize her, the more I might be able to get through to her, and this might stop. Because Faith removed as the object of all the obsession and the root of all evil, if we remove her, let's see what else there is to complain about.
I can't guarantee that, because I don't know if you're reading the chat, everybody seems to think she's controlled by Roll, Model Fresh, and that Roll won't let her.
Everybody, I'm not trying to get Faith on a good path, the right path, any path, but I'm trying to remove Faith from her existence, from your sphere, that you see that she ain't important, she's not relevant. And the reason why you guys are angry and aggravated is because she hasn't taken accountability, and that's all I want to do. I want to get you your closure, that's it, so that the topic is closed. It's just a conversation. Thank you, Kai. I don't want to accuse her of anything. I don't know the girl personally. So, yeah.
I had just came up to see if anybody wanted me to show the video that she wasn't showing anything, was off. You know, like her camera was off. Do you want me to show that?
Yeah, the part, can you fast forward to where the alleged slap?
Yes. Yes, hold on 1 second. Because I got to get up at 4 in the morning. Hold on 1 second.
No problem. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Can I say something about Diva?
The fridge smells like doo-doo.
No, it's called roast beef. Roast beef has a different smell to it. So yeah, if you could shut that fridge,
I'm hungry.
I'm gonna tell you right now, like I told you last
I
time.
wasn't meaning to be mean, but I'm hungry.
I understand, but lose your attitude.
You see it? It doesn't show anything.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Was I supposed to get anything else?
You're welcome. You guys have a good night. I got to go to bed.
Good night. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Hi, Kimmy Cakes. Okay.
Annie, go ahead, Annie.
Yeah. Patricia, yes.
Oh no, I just didn't know if y'all saw Diva's live the other day when she was streaming. I think it was Doc Compton or whatever, the one who like busts scammers over the phone. And he's suing her for like streaming his stuff because he has like a copyright and a trademark, and he's trying to get her like taken off of TikTok.
Oh.
BP TikTok. Okay. Is that alleged? Is that
Again, correct. Videos, please. I'm actually in his app and we have spoken, and it is not that deep. He didn't know what she did, and now he does, and he doesn't even speak about it. So, come on, guys.
Well, no, I didn't know like what happened after. I just was in the live
me too, Dexter? I'm wondering.
when it happened.
See, that's the problem. Everybody wants to jump to conclusions without knowing the beginning, the ending, and everything. Remember, there's three sides of the story. There's one side, there's the other side, and then there's the truth.
Okay,
Try to be-
Caesar, can I ask you a question? Why are you so adamant on defending Diva? Has she helped you? Has she helped you overcome things? Is she a good friend to you?
So
Thank you
I
for
watch.
letting me know about Faith. Yes?
I watch everyone. I have followed Pinky. I have followed Diva. I have followed Dalton. I have followed everyone. And I see. And then I saw when they divided. And the difference between everything was this. I saw Pinky and Dalton go straight towards Diva, and yet I saw Diva be very calm. So I'm in the middle watching everything. And Faith, I feel really bad for her. I really do. And she actually called me because she needed my home health agency here in Florida to take care of her. And I spoke with her and I tried reasoning with her. I don't have sides. But if we're going to talk the truth, we can talk the
You
truth.
said Dalton 3 times and he appeared like Beetlejuice.
Caesar, I've been here the whole
stepped
time. I want to
away,
say one.
and Dalton supported her. I stepped away before
Hold on. Let me. Since my name keeps getting thrown everywhere in here, Caesar. Let me address this real quick, okay? Because a lot of people like to twist narratives on me and make me look like a creep when I'm not. You said that you said that you watched her and that she's done nothing back to nobody. Incorrect. She called me a P3DO, honey, and twisted narratives over kids that was pictures put over their faces and videos that I can prove the actual 3 stories. Like you said, there's 3 stories, 3 sides to it. But nobody wanted to come over and sit from that side to actually talk about it. But you said she doesn't come back at nobody. That's really bad claims to put on someone when you're on here not feeding your own children, letting bugs get in your food, all of these things. So, I mean, honestly, you didn't see that on her page because it's posted.
Saw some stuff of yours, but I also saw you doing a lot of illicit things in a car with, what was that? I'm sorry, help me, Dalton. Tell me what you were doing. Were you
Okay, sitting in my car, first of all, is something
And what
I
were
do.
you doing with the stuffed animal?
Oh, you want to talk about the stuff out of Mario where I battled somebody and I hunched a adult toy? A Mario is a grown man, right?
An adult toy. An adult toy?
Yeah, it is. You know Mario's for adults too, right? You know that that Mario is
A
literally
plush,
a grown man.
so a
Okay,
teddy
Caesar,
bear.
Caesar,
Uh-huh.
Caesar, Caesar, honey. Before you address it, let's address the real picture here, okay? You know that man came in and made Diddy comments to me, right? And y'all cut off the part where the dudes in the battle when I did that, and they zoomed in, right? But because I brought out, which I'll bring out my Mario again and make out with him. Would you like that? I'll fucking tongue him right here in front of you. It's a fucking stuffed animal of a fucking grown ass video game. You crying?
Wait, Johnson, what is the issue with the Mario? I think I'm missing something here.
So there's a Mario. You know Mario? You know the game Mario? So I do battles. I do late night battles. I do voices. I do skits. I even have a character named Brittany. So I bring out a Mario character doll that I have when people talk about me and things, and I make out with Pepsi cans and the Mario doll. Yep, that's my little. It's a cringe thing on purpose. It's a purposely cringeful to make people go, "What the fuck?" It's the same thing with Sadie wearing a diaper.
Yeah, no, I get
But
you.
but people want to make it out worse than it is. Like, I will slap my Pepsi can, Pinky can tell you this, and be like, "Shut up, you dirty hoe," and I'll kiss it. And it's literally because people call me FAGGOTO in here. They'll call me names. They'll literally attack me, but they won't put that out here. While in my battles, why I reacted back to people or I made it cringy or any of that. If y'all don't understand, TikTok's cringy anyways. Y'all should watch 2021. And you should watch Sadie. You should watch a lot of the battles, the big people. And y'all are crying over a stuffed animal that I kissed. My God.
That you kiss.
Yes, that I made out with.
I mean, who really cares what a grown man does?
Yeah.
Don't forget his hemorrhoids.
Oh, I've never been racist in my battles. I'm not racist. Never once said a racist word. I've never been racist, and actually everyone can stand on that.
Can I just say something? So when one thing doesn't work, then you go to the next hit. So when the being inappropriate with the stuffed toy doesn't work, then it's the next hit. Guys, come on. We don't do that. Like, not here, not anywhere. Because it starts being petty. Because if it really is an issue, now you're making it petty. So the thing is, right, Dalton's name keeps getting mentioned. And he's here for it. So what you want Dalton, let's not fixate on Dalton because he's not the topic of conversation right now.
Well, but Caesar wanted to know on why me and Dalton walked away, but I walked away from her first, and Dalton still supported Diva. So,
How long were you supporting?
I don't. A month, maybe 6 weeks. I didn't know Diva like that.
Okay.
And now I'm getting messages from her old friends.
How long ago was this?
A month ago.
Oh shit, so that's recent. Okay, I get you.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, no one's heard of Caesar. I don't, Caesar don't even follow me. So.
Hear about me? I'm a silent watcher. I don't pick sides. I
Well,
pick
you
truth.
can't watch me when I'm private and you don't follow me.
About 2 weeks ago, you were not private, and don't come with that.
Here, don't trigger yourself. Here's Mario.
Caesar, another thing, you're telling people to come here with videos and whatever.
Match.
Silent
Look at this
watcher.
match it.
A lot of times, I'm a silent watcher, and I don't sit and screen record. And, I mean, I'm having to.
Don't let her bitch talk. Shh, don't talk to her like that. You shut up. You shut up. Okay. Don't let her talk to you like that, Mario. You're a grown man. Okay? You don't listen to her. She's trouble.
Or screen record. Because I sit in a live in the basement, they call it. The
Has to happen.
It don't
every
bother
you
me.
Grow up and act your age.
Yeah, when she quits saying the slurs,
slurs were 14, what, 12 years ago?
No,
Racist is a
no,
racist.
they weren't.
Hold on.
No.
Why? Don't talk over me. Racist is a racist. Absolutely. But Faith is a scammer and she'll always be a scammer, correct? Now, if she holds accountability like Diva has, and she doesn't do it anymore, because you don't have any posts, but the one
From a
from
month ago?
2014, I am speaking. And 2015, that's all you have.
From a month ago. No. What
No,
I'm
you
also speaking of is her calling everybody slow. Her talking about the Chinese man's eyes. Her talking about people's skin
The
colors.
guy had chinky eyes. Really?
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. You are right where you need to be, honey.
Slanted. What's what's the big deal? Your eyes can be big. They can be small. You're
but ma'am,
describing.
hi, ma'am, with all due respect, ma'am. Hi, hold up, ma'am. With all due respect, they're describing words for things such as big, small, almond, slightly slanted, inverted. There are so many different describing words. Why do we need to use slang, slurs, to describe our eyes or our body parts or anything? Because you are now adding to the problem. You have just slurred. You could say your eyes are smaller and you have eyes that look like an Asian person's eyes or Chinese person's eyes, because it's not a stereotype. The fact of the matter is Chinese people have slightly smaller, or like there's different words to describe it. What you just said was a racial slur, is my point.
Okay, right. So she said that word, and maybe in her vocabulary she didn't know, but now she knows.
She has been on this side of awareness for a while.
Hi. How
Sorry,
old is,
KJ.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. How old is Diva?
Almost 40.
Okay, so
35.
In her 35 years, you are saying, because I'm not saying this on behalf of her. You are saying this on behalf of her. I don't care for this, but I care for what you just said, because in her 35 years, you are saying that you feel, this is your opinion, so it has nothing to do with Diva, but your opinion. You feel that Diva had no knowledge of the word. Oh, Chrissy B! Thank you. Thank you, Savage. Thank you, Chrissy. You're saying that Diva had no knowledge, of these slurs. Come on. I'm a 32-year-old South African woman. We don't say shit like that here. In fact, we don't have slurs like that here. In fact, we don't have discriminatory things like that here. No. So even I know that. Even someone who's uncultured, untraveled knows that. What do you mean, Caesar? What do you mean?
So you might know that, and I might know a lot of things that you guys don't know.
But this is common sense, no?
No, it's not really common sense, because my background, if I told you, no, listen to me. If I told you my background and where I grew up, right, we might not know that, right? So if she said it and then afterwards she was like, oh my goodness, I'm sorry, I did not know, and she's never used it again, she is holding accountability.
No, she never. She should not have said it. She should have said small eyes.
Barbie just said, I told Diva she was wrong for saying that slur.
And she never
she
said
blocked
it again.
me. And I told her it was bad. Now, here, let me explain something to you, because, and again, just my opinion, but let me also put a little fact to it. With the R word, the R word was taken out of any medical book back in 2010. So the R word should not be said in any medical situation at all. It's called the Rosas Law. Google can be your friend.
Thank you, baby girl. What I'm concerned about here, Caesar, is that you're just making excuses on top of excuses. Does Diva know that you're doing this on her behalf?
doesn't.
Okay,
And
but maybe then you should
I'm
not
not
do it
making
because,
excuses.
but maybe you should not do that. I'll tell you why. Because people can misinterpret your words. No, in fact, people are going to take your words and say that this is the type of person that Diva is associated with and call ignorance bliss using you. It's kind of like cultish behavior. I'm not
Oh,
saying
look,
that
that
this is
just
what,
popped up in the chat. Her friends are like the cult.
wait, let me see. Yeah.
Grandma Satan is on Debate Talk and educates on these things.
Let's say one thing. Does any of you act like you're Jesus on here and that you don't have skeletons in your closet? Because a lot of y'all are
Not at
going
all.
back. Or, I'm not saying you, Pinky. I'm talking to the comments stuff that's attacking me. Everyone has done something, and everyone has skeletons. Okay, it does not mean that it's worse or someone did worse or whatever. The fact is everybody has their past. They do. Okay, and you have to change and be better. If you're holding something against someone 10 years ago, 1 year ago, anything like that, you're not giving them a chance to grow and be better, to do
No,
better
sorry,
from that.
pause, Dalton. I just need to say this. When you guys were out here being friends with her, you didn't go check her Facebook and see all these things. Why did it only come up afterwards? When you guys
Oh,
found
I didn't. I didn't do that. That was
No,
Pinky and
he
Honey.
didn't. That
I
was
never
me.
went.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
I never went to
what I'm
any.
saying is
Yeah.
in general, not just you or her or anybody, but the constant script here is that when you fall out of friends with her, then you start talking shit about her, vice versa.
Well,
Okay.
that's what I was.
Let me explain that. So when my side of TikTok got involved, there was multiple big creators that do awareness that had already pushed her out because of her racial slurs, her misinformation, the badgering, the other things that she had done, and that was in the last year. So what they found behind that on her Facebook and other things and messages between people that she had blatantly said, you know, that's them. When they seen me get involved and I kept having, and I do have the proof, Five Nights at Freddy. Please go back over there, go watch it with her. When Mexican Homie brought it to me, there was other people that sat in them boxes to forewarn me, because here I was getting myself involved with her, helping her, and streaming and sitting in the box on mute so people would follow her. Now, the people that stayed there, more power to them. That is all on them. And what she continues to do is all on her.
Okay, Pinky, she asked me
Sorry.
that question, and I just want to address this because for making John, as I didn't come up for Diva, I came up because my name was addressed over and over in your chat and up here and all of that, you know. And I haven't addressed Diva once. Okay, I haven't watched Diva. I'm not going to be like these creators that have to run to every live stream and speak on another person to make another person hate them or you know, not stay on my own platform for awareness. I can sit with people, but I've changed my whole platform with that. I don't have to run to people and just try to make them not have friends. Everybody here has went back and forth. It is literally even the comments to the people sitting in the boxes. We all sat with each other at one point, and people didn't like each other. They got exposed. People got called out. It went left in fields everywhere. And it's just kept dragging on because people can't move on. That is truthful. People's got to stop for themselves and move on. And it takes both sides for it to end. But if you stop yourself, you're doing a start at something. You're at least trying.
I'm not saying anything bad about you, Dalton, but what my falling out with Diva recently was after the stuff with you, Dalton, started happening.
Hear you, Melissa. You sound like you're underwater.
Sorry. Whenever the beef between you and Diva started happening a couple of weeks ago, she doesn't want to be judged on something she said back in 2014. Okay?
And I don't want to be called a P3DO either, but
I know. But what she did is she went into your videos. And she's seen where I commented one of your videos after your beef started. Okay? So I got judged on that by her saying, I support you, but yet I don't really go in and support you. But
But even
because
if you
I
did, why would it
commented on every
matter though?
video, that made me a Dalton supporter. So I got blocked by her, and that's where it went.
But Melissa, why do you let people tell you where you can sit? It's your mind and your choice to be friends
I
with
have tried to
whoever.
get that across to her, is I will not be controlled and told I can't go into Faith Live, or I can't go into your live.
Wait, hold on, Melissa. Sorry. Who told you where you could sit and where you can't sit and has a problem where you were sitting? What?
Diva does that.
Oh, okay. Listen, this has nothing to do with Diva right now, and this has everything to do with something that I want to talk about. As somebody who sits with massive audiences from around the world, always having new people join our community, always having new topics from wherever it is, I don't expect any of you to feel obligated to me. If right now Pinky goes to Diva and decides that they want to be besties, Pinky, you're always welcome here to talk anyway. I'm going to ask you, how did you become friends again? But I'm not going to judge you. It's your life. Do what you want. In the same breath, no, not a single human being on this earth has the right to tell you where you can be, who you can talk to, who you can communicate with, why you shouldn't. And if your morals don't align based on where they see you, then that person is controlling you or trying to control you. Because regardless of anything, we're curious human beings. We're allowed to watch. We're allowed to have an opinion. We're allowed to just sit. We're allowed to talk to people. Whether you like it or not, you can change your mind tomorrow about somebody. You can like me today and tomorrow you can hate me. It's life. No one has a right to tell anybody where they should sit. And if you have a friend who gets upset at you because you're sitting in Pinky's live or Caesar's live or in the KJ show, that's not your friend, Mama. Sir, that's not your friend.
Right. Well, here, I'll give you an example, okay? Because this is what happened today.
Yeah.
There's a lady that came into her live today called Boss Babe. Okay, they seen that she had been over in Face Live today while Mana was singing, and she kept requesting a song. She went back over to Diva's live, and her mods and Diva sat there and harassed that woman, and she explained, I was just over there requesting a song that she wanted to hear. It shouldn't have mattered if she was over in Face Live. She shouldn't be telling them, well, if you're going to go to Face Live,
do you guys understand that that's called stalking? It doesn't matter who's doing it, whether it's Diva, whether it's Pinky, anyone who's doing that, that's called stalking. You have minions. You basically grew with your minions running around, like listing. You have like a kill list. That is so beyond, like I'm sorry, but these are narcissistic qualities and traits in people, in my opinion. See, I've given my opinion. I'm not saying that about anybody directly, but I'm saying, but can we just take a 5-second? Hi, Sassy. Hi, Sweet Sexy. Hi, Peace and Harmony.
I was going to say something real quick about the slurs and stuff. I don't know if you guys know this, but I have a first grade daughter, and they are teaching children at that age what words not to use. At first grade, they're teaching them what slang words are. They're teaching them all of that. So for somebody at the age of over 30 not to know is bullshit.
Yeah.
So.
Well, school today is not what it was 30 years ago.
But then
But
we
common
have
sense is still in effect. You still have common sense and
But the
respect
thing is,
of others too.
we have the internet, we have social media, we have social experiences to experience and to learn, to educate ourselves. So education might not be where it's supposed to be or where it was, but it is your freedom and your right to educate yourself. Caesar, on that note, I just want to say, no one's going to judge you based on what you're saying right now. If you take accountability
and understand that a lot of the things you're saying is quite archaic, quite not borderline racist, but racist. And it sounds like enabling behavior towards behaviors that you have. In saying that, taking accountability is easy, but using that accountability to educate yourself and to understand different people and to know that things are offensive and this is a public platform with a digital footprint that will follow you, you can right now say sorry, and sorry means you won't do it again, and try to understand. So that's the point of the King John show, by the way. There has to be an end result. Caesar can't leave here with people thinking that Caesar's a racist. Once a racist, always a racist. But Caesar, you can redefine yourself on this platform where people are listening, so that if someone says, but Caesar was racist, then someone else will say, but she took accountability. And we need to give her a chance to redeem herself. We're not going to forget, but redeem yourself.
So there's no need to forget, obviously. I was saying what I heard. And the way I learned that that was a racial slur was because people were saying that was, and I had to go look it up.
Okay, what did you think it was? What did you think?
Just small eyes. That's exactly.
Then why don't you understand that small eyes?
I understand it now.
But
I understand it. For me, that is a way to, I guess, say what those eyes look like.
But the thing is, are the small eyes associated with a certain ethnicity or ethnic group?
No.
So you can say anyone has small eyes, and chinky is with reference to what? Sorry, I'm saying the word. Is in reference to what exactly? Who's small eyes?
I guess you would. I guess I learned now on this platform.
So you think it was just a
they
snack
look
for
like
anyone
almond
with small eyes, like it originated out of air?
out of air? No, I've never looked at anyone's eyes. However, being that I was following everyone and looking at everything and
I understand,
hearing
but
everything,
ma'am, you didn't know that it was a
slur?
well, you didn't know that it was with regards to a Chinese person's eyes. You didn't know that it's in
No.
comparison. Okay, so you just thought it meant small eyes in general.
Correct. And now I know, and I've never used that word, period. I said that that's what was said. I've never used that word because, quite frankly, I'm Hispanic. That's not in my vocabulary.
So you should know that it's wrong.
Can I just say something?
How would I know that
Parents
it's
stick up for
wrong?
her.
Even
How
though
would
it's
I know
not
that
Because
it's
if you
wrong?
don't use the word,
because you are. Can I tell you how you would know it's wrong? Because
I
no one is
definitely
saying
want to
it.
hear.
When was the last time you heard someone say that other than Diva?
I've heard people say it. Yes, I've heard it. I'm not gonna lie. I've heard it. Yes.
No, it's
okay. So what's the reason you don't say it then?
No,
you
okay,
heard
the
it, you know it's
people,
wrong.
when people said it, no one ever came to me. It was like on the street or something like that, and no one ever said that is a racial slur. We all
AJ, can
don't.
I say something, please?
Yes, go ahead, please, and harmony. Sorry.
And my name is Con. I don't know what's going on with TikTok today. It has changed my username to what my name is. Everyone in here knows me as Con. Caesar, you're Beverly from Divas Lives. I know who you are. Don't come over here and act like you do not know what's going on, because you do. You sit over in Divas Lives. You make fun of people. You, at this point right now, there was a mod over there that has a very young sounding voice. Y'all have been sitting over there with a voice changer making fun of this young lady. She is sending me messages left and right because y'all are making fun of her childish sounding voice.
That's peachy.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Oh.
With this voice changer that y'all think is truly funny to use during Divas Lives. It's childish and it is sickening. Just because she is no longer in that group, y'all are not going to sit over there and speak on her like that and make fun of her. She is a grown woman just like the rest of us. So what makes it any different for you guys to sit over there and mock and make fun of her, but then all of a sudden you don't know what small eyes means? Miss me with that bullshit.
Yes.
Telling me that I'm sitting in her live and I'm talking when I'm over here talking, I'm confused.
Not right now.
Danielle, honey,
But
tell the truth, mama.
but when you are over there, you are Beverly, and you are making fun of an ex-mod, and I'm sick of getting people sending me stuff left and right with y'all sitting over there making fun of this young lady. It is not right, and I will not have it.
Ex-mod are you talking about?
I will not mention her
And bring me
name. Y'all
receipts.
drug her enough, so I therefore will not mention her
I'm
name.
sassy. I'll chill. Wait, hold up, Caesar. So you don't know what she's talking about?
No, an ex-mod. I
No,
don't.
but ma'am, with all due respect, do you not know who she's talking about?
I don't.
Okay, so if she were to say the name, then will it magically remind you?
If she says the name, I might know the mod, but I don't know
No,
who
but
it
why are you
is.
fixating on the fact that it's a mod in general? Do you not know the
She just
person, the
said
human?
ex-mod. She just said ex-mod.
But I'm asking you about the human being that she's
Oh.
talking about, ma'am.
That's what she just said. It's an ex-mod,
but
and she
we're not
doesn't-
But she was part of the group, so you everyone on here knows. They're all in the comments saying this lady's name. You know who I'm speaking of.
Actually, I'm not reading the comments.
Okay, so ma'am, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you know the human being that she is referring to?
No, I don't.
Okay, so what's her name, Dalton? Say it, Dalton.
Her name is, I'm going to say it out of respect, Kylie, not to bully, because Cons doesn't want to do it, but I will say this, it's Nari. And yes, you have 100% made fun of that girl's voice, the way she held herself, and everything. Yes, you did. And I sit back, but yes, you did.
Dalton,
I
one
really need
second.
to see receipts
Caesar,
on this.
Caesar, hi, Caesar. Do you know who Nari is?
And yes, I do.
Okay.
Oh, now you know.
Excuse me.
Hi, ma'am.
Excuse me, right. Let me speak.
Right.
Me and Nari don't have anything bad, first of all. Second of all, I have spoke to Nari in her DMs where she was going to make me a Tweety bird and everything. So I do not know what you guys are talking about. Now, if he has problems with anybody else in there, that is not my business. But prove to me she has problems with me. I've never spoken bad about her, ever in my life.
That's all y'all do over there is sit
That
and
is
make
not
fun
true.
of everyone, speak on everyone. I was once upon a time in there.
Okay, hold
But
up.
the
Sorry.
mo- Go ahead, babe.
I'm so sorry to interject.
No, you're fine, hon.
Thank you. Caesar, okay, so you don't speak on her, but does Diva?
That I've heard of? No.
Yes.
When?
Oh,
Am I in there when
hello,
she
hello,
says it?
hello, Caesar. Hey, Caesar,
Yes.
you're acting like you're in a cult, Mama. Chill. Why are you doing this? Like, take it easy.
No, I am.
But you are defending her. You are defending
I'm not
Diva
defending.
as if your dignity relies on it. You need to take it easy, man.
Okay.
Like,
I've never personally
You're the one who
heard.
blocked me.
My question is, Diva live? Can she just get in a box? Cause like talking about her.
This is it. Caesar, can
Diva's
you?
not going to come over here because she doesn't look for problems and she doesn't have to talk upon it. There's no reason for her.
She would come
Caesar,
over
she
here. I heard
watches
you
all
say
of
it.
us and bashes us and posts
We're not
us,
in a
honey.
box.
She's watching this. But yeah, I think it's right if Diva does get a box being she spoke on to, and even though I don't stand with her, it's the right. I mean, she's being spoke on.
I would love to have Diva speak on this because Caesar, you speaking on behalf of her is tarnishing her reputation or whatever the heck is going on here because you're speaking on her, on behalf of her. In fact, I can't even have an opinion on Diva right now because I don't know what's coming out of your mouth, Caesar. Like you just blindly.
What's coming out of my mouth is my opinion, not Diva's. It's what
Exactly.
I've
Thank you,
seen.
Danny, for the
I haven't talked bad about Pinky, have I? Have I said anything bad about her?
No, but we're not
Nothing.
having, you're part of a respectful conversation. We absolutely
Okay,
accept
right.
that.
So because what I am trying to prove to you is that I don't have ill will against nobody. What I would like to see is just everybody get an ending to this.
Me too.
So that we can all enjoy everyone's lives.
Me too. But that's why Diva should be here so we can get an ending to this, no?
And I mean, you wouldn't have to defend her. She could speak for herself.
Absolutely.
Then
And we
maybe
can end it
somebody
right
should
here.
invite her. Did anybody invite her?
You said that she won't come here because she doesn't want to get involved, but it's about her, no?
It's about her, yes, but she doesn't like. There's no reason for confrontations. But
Okay,
if
can I ask you a
guys want to
question?
hear somebody, invite her.
Who said confrontation?
But do you feel like you are being confronted right now? Do you feel
No,
uncomfortable?
I'm not. No, not really, because I get along. I don't have any ill will with no one in here.
Okay, but then are you saying that she's gonna feel like that because she has ill will with regards to other people? Because I've been respectful towards her. I've had a good
Absolutely, you have.
She's been respectful
Absolutely.
towards me. She respected Dalton and everyone sitting here last night. I can't say that she's a bad
I
woman.
mean, we're all
KJ,
adults. We can have an adult
um,
conversation.
KJ, she's in the live. Her boyfriend AJ's watching and telling her what's going on.
Right.
So, Diva can get a box. I ain't never been disrespectful.
Just said that because, in my opinion, if it was me that's being talked about, just invite me and I'll just come talk for myself. I don't need someone to talk for.
Exactly.
And you came up here, Caesar, like, well, Beverly, like you made her even look worse.
Yeah.
For what came out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Because it seems like more of a learned behavior in the last 2 to 3 months than just an opinion.
I also just want to say something, right? And all the time that you guys have been talking about Diva, have I accused her or insulted her or validated anything that any of you have said?
No, ma'am.
So now I'm trying to understand why Diva would not want to have a conversation with us.
Because of all of us that are in the boxes right now, unfortunately.
No, because just like last night, we sat here last night, as the host said, we sat here and we was all simple.
Thank you, Hannah.
We was all fine. We sit here right now, including all of us that's had differences.
And then, honestly, it would give other people that she actually owes money to, maybe she can turn around and get answers, or they can get answers because they're in the chat too.
We can squash the shit, find a resolve, and move on. But in order to do that, all parties need to be part of the conversation and not feel like they're being discussed and attacked, because that's not it. We're raising awareness. And Diva knows how awareness goes. But what's different between the awareness that you guys are talking about and what I'm talking about is I don't want to talk about this for the next 2 weeks. I don't want it to be a fixation for people to come and talk about what Diva did or what Faith did. No, we have to find some sort of level, some sort of middle ground. And if we can't, it's okay, block and bless. I'm not going to block and bless anybody because everyone's welcome here, but all of you that have these strong opinions and stuff, all of you who are divided, all of you who want answers, Diva can give it.
Exactly, because I mean, it's for someone that's never seen Divas live, what everyone's saying and then what Caesar's saying, it's kind of like birds of a feather are flocking together.
Yes, sir.
So for me, it's if she could honestly change her ways, and if she could turn around and pay the people back that she borrowed money from. They're in the chat. They would really like answers on why it's been months. She was supposed to pay them back July 11th.
And the thing is, in fact, maybe you can appeal to them to give you an opportunity to pay them back slowly. Perhaps some of them will write off your debt. They will consider it a loss. But we can't have these conversations without having Diva here. And the thing is, I'm not wanting to put her out here to get her, you know, humiliated by anybody and to have her insulted. But these are the hard questions that need to be answered, and then people need to get over it. If you don't like her answer, get over it. But unless the answers are given, people are going to have questions, and people are going to peep and poke and run around talking shit until there is some sort of middle ground. And here it is. Every person that doesn't like you, Diva, is sitting here saying they're willing to have a conversation with you. Pinky has come out here to raise awareness towards you, but saying it's okay. You can rectify. You can, you know, redeem yourself. That's what we do here. So come up. Perhaps we can iron out. It's not going to change overnight. People will have their opinions. But show people the human side to you and not just this person that's being discussed right now. Everything that you say you do is what is being done right now. This is how awareness is raised. But also, awareness doesn't mean to damage someone's reputation. It means to give them an opportunity to answer to the public and perhaps get the public's approval for you to move the F on.
Well, see, so her minion, Sammy, she already said she isn't paying anyone back, and to stop having the same conversation. Seems like a type of faith type situation, huh?
Not really. I mean,
Why are people talking on behalf of her?
why are we
That's my whole point.
putting anybody into another person's picture? Because everybody's individually. Let me state this, okay? We as people cannot control people. We have to acknowledge what's been done wrong, but we also can't control someone and demand them to do anything. It's up to them to want to do it and to want to change or do better or any of that. You trying to force somebody is only going to push them in a picture where you don't like them, and you already don't like them, so you're never going to see good in them. What is the point at the end of the story here? And I see why King John is here standing and doing this. When is it going to end on both sides? You cannot stand and say, they're doing this, but then you're keeping it going either, because that then does not fix it on either part.
Also, Diva, I know you're watching or listening or your husband's here, but I do want you to understand this entire time, if this really was for clout and for vengeance and because people are this and that and they have vendettas, this could have gone very different. I could have let them go to hell on you. I could have entertained the conversation. I could have been cynical. I do have a sense of humor. Thank you, Chrissy. I do have a sense of cynicism. And in fact, I could be quite brutal. We could have made this a parade. We could have done what you did yesterday with Faith. We could have dived into it and had an entire expose. But that's not what this is, and that's not what yesterday was. For me, it is really awareness. Yesterday was to raise awareness, and today it's again. The same way we're willing to hear Faith out until Faith comes right or people get their closure, people are willing to do that with you as well. But what is the point of raising awareness when there's no point? Because
That she doesn't want to be ganged up on either and feel like if she jumps in the box that everyone's going to come down her throat. So I'm going to say this, even though we have different opinions, we got to give the same respect that we want back. So we've got to allow a voice to be heard, just like our voice be heard. We've got to give people a chance to talk and explain. We've got to do that on both sides. It cannot be a one story.
Don't you want people to move on? Don't you want this to end? Don't you want this to be over? For you not to be a discussion again? For people to say, yeah, it was discussed in the King John show and like bygones are going to be bygones and yeah, let's see what happens here on out. Don't you want that? Hi, B. I'm so confused. Because the point of people going back and forth is to clean their slates, right? To redeem themselves, to scrape what little bit of dignity they have left, and cultivate it into, I'm a changed person, I don't do drama. So here's the opportunity to do that.
Well, my problem, KJ, is Diva's been doing this for many, many years, saying the words that she's been saying, using words that she should not. Not long ago, and I can speak on this, I have a child with a disability. He was in a live and called people slow. That's when I immediately blocked every page she had. I will not be a part of anyone that speaks on the special needs community. And then last week, they were having a conversation in her live, and they were all, her daughter was giving everyone in the boxes names, like funny names, different names, all this kind of stuff. And her daughter stopped and called their dog a special needs dog. And you don't, how would her daughter know what you're teaching your children is just as bad as what you're saying yourself.
Wow.
And that is something I definitely do not, because it's Scarecrow, Anthony, because it is one. I'm sorry, what?
Excuse me, can we please block Scarecrow, Anthony? Nope, not tolerated here, buddy. Come with your actual. It's 2025, and that's your opinion. You need help.
Thank you.
Say this,
I appreciate that, but that's one thing I will not stand for. I actually went into Faith's life to help her, to give her resources, to do anything I could to help her. And KJ, I would not give her my personal phone number. So at that point, she told me I was an evil person and blocked me because I would not give her my personal phone number.
Honestly, this world has got really hateful, and there's a lot of hate out here, and I think we forgot about educating, and yes, it's wrong, it is very wrong, but we still got to educate people because they're going to make mistakes. And people, I hate when y'all say I lived in this community and they was this way until 10 years ago. Well, that's not you. You're not your parents, you're not your ancestors, you're not anybody above you. You're the only human that you're ever going to be. So you're supposed to take them steps and mess up, but you also got to be educated to learn. If you did not make that mistake, you wouldn't have knew you did wrong. You wouldn't have been able to do better from it.
And the other thing is, I just want to put this out here. This is not people calling her out. These are people repeating what she has said. This is not new information. This is repeated information. It's come out of her own mouth. So if you feel that this is an attack on you, you said those things, ma'am. You must take accountability for your words, because you're saying these things on public platforms. You're saying these things in front of people with ears, with brains, with experiences, with children with disabilities, with just traumas and triggers. And at some point, you have to understand that it's not about you anymore. It's about people like you. And if you can make that step to take accountability, to apologize, and to just squash everything and move forward, just erase everything and start over, then you can influence others to do the same. You can influence others to see that it's easy, that we are accepting and understanding. We're all human. We don't make mistakes. We learn from our experiences. And if you are unwilling to learn from your experience, then you're just letting people create narratives about you. And at some point, there must be some truth to it if you don't want to have a conversation.
The first one to say, I've hurt a lot of people, and I acknowledge that, and I take accountability. I've said things to Pinky, Cons, they've said it to me. We've all went back and forth, but I take my own accountability. I've said some really ruthless stuff in the last year, and there's nothing I can go backwards for. Every time I've apologized, it didn't mean nothing, but I'm going to say it one last time for everyone in here. I'm sorry, truly. I cannot go back and point individually each one of you out and say I did this and that, because there'll be a lot. But if you would just give a chance to see people take that step and want to see it, you would actually see a little change. I'm not a victim. I'll never say I am. I've done my own wrongs, but I am sorry for them, you guys. I'm trying. I'm coming on here being civil. I'm sitting with the people I fought with, just having an opinion as they do. I'm trying to make it right with you guys. I'm trying to make amends. I'm trying to move forward. None of us have to sit with each other. We don't have to be friends. But you know what? I want to do better for me, not for y'all. for myself. And Diva, if you come over here, I promise you, I'm not going to attack you. You're more than welcome to come talk, have your voice, to express yourself, to or apologize, whatever you want to do, honey. If you're watching right now, I would just like you to come over and have your voice too. They're talking about you, just like when I jumped in here. My name was mentioned over and over and over. So I took the stand and I came in here in front of hundreds. It didn't matter. I came up because I was spoke on. So Diva, if you are watching, respectfully, if you want to come over, we're here and it's your choice and I won't make you.
Dalton, your name was being thrown around, and look at you sitting part of the panel, having a conversation about this and actually putting your hand out to Diva and saying, hey, come on, like, I'm here.
Yep.
If I can do it, you can. It's that simple, everybody. Like, it's not rocket science. It's not a test. We're not testing you. Just take accountability and let's fucking thrive. Sorry for swearing, but at this point, I can't understand. What is the point of you raising awareness if you can't take accountability? And people are going to talk about this. You had an opportunity to slay your demons, and you didn't want to.
Well, I think from what I'm getting is her little minions are basically saying that she won't come in here because I'm in here.
No, but
And I ain't never been
and it's great to
mean
have
or
you here
rude
because you were
or
talking.
loud. Yeah, I mean,
So why not just get it over with right now? You know what I like? So if that is the case, no, that's not a valid reason, huh? My dog's a special needs. Holy crap, have you seen King Paris? She looks like a sloth mated with a hyena.
That's like the 20th comment they keep making. They just keep
yeah, they
spamming
keep
that.
saying it over and over again.
But why body shame a dog? Why shame a dog? Why try to humiliate it? I don't know if you guys realize that no one's paying attention to your stupid comments because they're stupid. You're not triggering anybody. You're irritating people at this point because you're stupid. It's 2025 and you're saying stupid shit like that. Exactly. Someone shamed a dog kicking it with Catty. Imagine in 2025, we can't get under your skin by telling you that you're ugly, you're fat, you're this, you're that. So we go and shame your dogs, your pets. Sick. It's got a sick, it's a disease. Don't talk about dogs. Don't fuck with dogs. Sorry for swearing.
So much every time when you do, I giggle. I'm sorry because, like, I hear you talk so proper and educated and calm, and then all of a sudden you hear that F word, and I'm like, get it, girl.
A little bit of spice. Nah.
Okay, Miss Bella Howe, I'm not gonna apologize about a racist flag. That's what I'm not going to do.
Wait, what?
She's been on me all night about this flag, and it's still a racist flag. Talking about she's in the South, and I'm in the South.
Okay,
Like the
ma'am.
real South.
Okay, can I just say this from a South African perspective? We learned the history of the USA and around the world. And the shit that happened down in the South, when that flag was flying proudly, it doesn't just affect black, green, yellow, pink, it affects everybody. It is offensive before it is racist. Why is it offensive? Because it is not pride. It is discrimination being painted on a flag, and you are calling it heritage. So you're saying your heritage, your blood, is different to everyone else's. You're saying that you're proud of what your ancestors did. You're saying that you're proud of that era. Don't matter who you are, where you come from, how you suffered or didn't. That flag is not racist. It is evil. It is the definition of evil. It is a reminder of the evil behaviors of an era that's ended. No one should be reminded of that era. The same way the people can't wear swastikas in Germany, you can't have that flag.
You know, we have a town in Alabama that's in Heflin, Alabama, that has a whole store based on the Confederate flag where they sell them and everything. And there's sundown towns in Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee. You know, they have not moved past their generation. And then this is the thing I try to preach to everybody here. You are not your mother or daddy. You are not your ancestors. You are the next generation standing before the next generation comes after you. You are supposed to be here standing tall and changing the world. We speak on so much of let's bring the world together, but it's diverse because nobody is actually standing together anymore. Everyone wants to hate everybody. It doesn't even matter about race no more. You hate your same race. You hate the same people that you sit with. When is it going to get back to a point where we're supposed to be loving again, where we're supposed to care about people?
And where we're supposed to teach our children to do better.
Yes.
Also, just curious, what is your fascination out here, people who talk about special needs, who insult people with special needs, who discuss people with special needs, who belittle people with special needs? What is your fixation with people with special needs? Because that's unhealthy. It's very unhealthy. What is the fixation with thinking that you are superior to somebody because you are able? Some of you are dumb as shit.
KJ, if you get the answer to that, please let me know.
I've been looking for this answer for years. Maybe someone can tell me in America. Maybe there's a different answer there. Because there is no answer. Some of you who are dumb as shit are picking on special needs. In fact, you are special needs. The people you are picking on are normal because they wouldn't do that shit to you.
May I address one thing since there's a comment that says, yeah, Dalton, explain that. All right, you guys, I'm going to explain this to you very, very well, okay? A lot of you may not see it because I've never used my own disabilities as a crutch. I have disabilities myself, okay? Every time that I fought with Faith and I fought with Jeremy, it was not bullying, okay? We've said things to each other, okay? Jeremy's got a vile mouth just like Faith's got a vile mouth, okay? People have sat with him, and I'm not using the victim card, I'm being real here, okay? People have sat here and contacted the mother of my child. So it got really ugly, you guys. I'm not a bully, okay? Me and Faith and Jeremy went headstrong. I also went into Erica's live the day because I couldn't get into Faith's and had Erica reply to Faith. And I apologize for the way that I treated Faith and the way that it may have seemed. Because I don't want to be considered a bully to anybody that's disabled. When I went after them, it wasn't for their disability. It was what they have done to me in general, not, oh, I'm just going after them because they're online and they did this to other people. I was affected by them just like they was affected by me, you guys. Just like when y'all come in here and you make the comments you do and say the horrible things about me and I'm just trying to sit back. It's the same as being a bully there. Like, I don't want to consider y'all bullies, but it's the same thing. So the ones that are actually like trying to really bully, that's a difference. I said stupid stuff, which I just apologized a minute ago for all of it that I've done. But I said stupid stuff back to people, you guys, out of anger, out of a moment. That didn't make it right. Two wrongs don't make it right because someone else said something and you said something back. It doesn't. I can't go back to yesterday and take them words back. What I've said has been set in stone because it's there. I said it. I spoke it from my tongue. I know that. But you reliving it every day when something I've acknowledged and apologized for, That does not show growth for you.
I also need to say this: the people who are trying to wind Dalton up in the audience, for example, Lanier post, what about the lives of the minors, and asking if they would want you as a stepdad? Yeah, he said it. Yes, he did that. Yes, he's taken accountability. Yes, he acknowledges it's sick, it's inappropriate, it's wrong, whatever you want him to acknowledge. Yeah. Do you want him to bleed a stone for you? Do you want him to sit here and attempt to cut a stone and get blood from it, draw blood? What are you wanting? Do you want him to acknowledge every single thing that he's done? He will do it. Will that be enough for you? Will it end there? Or will you find something else? Because it seems like you don't want to accept that he may be saying this and you don't want to believe it, but you don't want to give him a chance. You just want to keep scratching and poking until the bear comes out. You guys can't handle the people sitting here who are trying to provoke him to ask these questions, not because you care for the answer, but to aggravate, to get him wild up a little bit. Why do you want to see the bear? Why do you want to see him react? Why do you want to see him
KJ,
humiliate?
let Grandma Saint know.
Pardon?
Can you let Grandma Saint know?
Sure. Late night snacker. Would you guys not host lives after if she comes? Late night snacker, you can't ask people that question. People will do whatever they want to do, but what happens here determines what happens after. If that answers your question. I don't have control of what people do. That's not the point. I'm not going to sit here and make promises and wagers and things that I don't control. So it's how things go here. You can't have conditions. It's unconditional. We're not here to negotiate. You either want to have a conversation or you don't.
Oh, Snacker. I mean, again, she's not gonna come over here.
And that's really simple. Again, it goes with changed behavior. Show that you've changed. You've taken that accountability and changed. But that has not happened. It's continually happening. Even from 10 years ago, here we are 10 years later, still happening.
I'm just curious. She says she won't come only because she's afraid this continues. For someone who is so brave and strong and outspoken, who can go into a stranger's platform, mine, and advocate for the truth and what's right and awareness, you're not scared? I'm sorry, did I just enter Twilight Zone? It's not about Diva Catty, but Diva is being discussed as a topic of conversation. It's not happening behind her back. From the very get-go, she has been welcomed here, but she's scared.
No, Tater.
Oh, yeah, because she's on her platform over there talking mess.
Late night snacker, please just tell Diva, if you're communicating with her, that this is unconditional, but this is a necessary chaos. And the same way Dalton is sitting here fighting his demons, redeeming himself, even he can do it after making our Mario.
Okay, I want to address somebody in the comments.
Diva's literally acting like Faith right now. Sorry, Diva, no offense.
But Five Nights at Freddy, you were up in a box here last night, and I heard what you had to say. And we've heard what KJ has had to say tonight. You're going to have people say things about you. KJ has said that. You keep addressing me in the comments that I was in this person's live and I was in that person's live. and that Diva has helped you because Roll treated you badly. Again, people are going to say things.
Yeah, sure, why
Okay.
not? I'll battle that.
One thing I'm not, that I did take offense to, is being called ignorant, and I'm not ignorant. So, but you keep addressing that I was over in Roll's live yesterday, or I was in Face Live. Yes, I was.
Okay, but so what? She's in KJ's show right now. So what? Tomorrow she's going to be on CNN. So what? It's social media. She has the ability to go wherever she wants with a tap of her finger. That is her God-given right. Why? Because man gave it to her to use. God gave her freedom. She's using her God-given right to do what she wants. So what? If she goes to Fate tomorrow and talks shit about the King John show, so what? She can still come here the day after, and I'm still gonna treat her with the same respect. Why? Because I don't give a damn. Because I have no ego. Because Melissa's a stranger on the internet and she's entitled to do what she wants.
Victoria said Faith is actually better than Diva.
Thank you,
Faith
Sarah.
will actually talk to people.
I'm just gonna say for the ones in the comment, you know, provoking you with the little comments, it's not gonna get her to come though, like to speak or anything. That's the same thing I was talking about, feeling that pressure. You know, there's already a lot of people here, but once she comes in, she's gonna be attacked. There's gonna be comments and ridicule. And this isn't defend her because I do not stand with Diva. I'm just holding respect now on what I know I went through myself and seen with others that went through it. So I'm just saying, y'all gotta remember, you know, if you want someone to come in with a voice, you gotta get them there too without being, you know, that provoking point.
Okay, hold on a minute. Now, Five Nights at Freddy, you said Diva has helped you. When Role Model Fresh bullied you and threatened you and stole pictures, Diva went into and got videos and played them on her my videos and played them on her live. So what's the difference?
Okay, this sounds like what Slots did. Thank you. Thank you, Kelly. Ding, 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 ding.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Good morning, Yvette. Okay.
Hi, Kate.
Hi.
Okay, this is what happened. I'm an alumni from Texas Tech University. I get stuff sent to me all the time about stuff that's going on. When Charlie Kirk died, some guy was standing out on campus in the quad, had a Texas Tech hat on, had a sign that said, Charlie Kirk, rest in peace. A black girl was dancing around cheering that he died and screaming for reparations. This is not unusual in Texas. It happens quite often. And you just kind of go, yeah. She made the mistake of going and knocking his hat off, which is considered assault. The minute she did that, she was arrested. Texas Tech kicked her out of school, and our governor went, "Oh, congratulations, Lubbock County, you did your job." Well, this girl's 18 years old. She's kicked out of college. She now has a record. I mean, she, in one fatal knocking the hat off, she's ruined her life. I mean, this is what's going on all over the country. It's not just Lubbock, Texas. It's not just Texas. I live in South Texas. And it's a problem. It's happening. It's happening. You're talking about a flag that screams hate. That flag is everywhere. You go to Texas, Louisiana, Georgia, Mississippi, that flag flies everywhere. And you get to Dallas and Fort Worth, it flies alongside a swastika. And it's part of, and I don't want to say it's part of culture,
but I had a friend that went to a concert, and because of that stupid cross, he's in a wheelchair. Because he took his daughters to go see a band called the Old 97. And they didn't like something he said or did. I don't know the whole story. But he got beat up at a concert. Unfortunately, that's not
Wait,
going
he
to go.
got beat up at a concert for what?
I don't know if he said something to them or what happened, but a group of Nazis in Dallas basically broke his back.
Oh shit. She's saying the flag is wrong.
Yeah,
Hateful.
it's very wrong. But it's everywhere. And if you get past the Pine Curtain in Texas, it's everywhere.
I'm in Texas. I'm between DFW and Houston.
I grew up in Houston, Galveston.
Yeah, I was born in Galveston.
Hi, can I just say something, Trucker?
That did happen in Dallas. That happened in Freeze.
Trucker,
In
I don't
Dallas.
know how traumatized you are by Dalton, and I'm really sorry that you have been affected by him to a point where you can't just differentiate between acknowledging someone, apologizing, and taking accountability for their shitty behavior, and differentiating between that and praising. Everyone in the comments is telling you, no, that's not what's happening, and you are refusing to acknowledge that. Dalton, Trucker wants an apology.
Okay, I'm going to say this kindly to everyone here. When I took accountability, because there's too many people to just like indirect thing, or I know we would go back and forth all day long with what we did to each other. I acknowledged I've been shitty, okay? I acknowledged I've done a lot of things, you guys. I've also, been drugged through here. When I came here, I watched how y'all felt. I know how you feel, just like I have feelings. I put that to the side and prayed about it. But for me, I have to apologize and take accountability for my bad actions. I can't make you, but it's to everyone, every single one of you that has been hurt. I'm sorry. I can't change that. I don't want to do an apology tour, so that's not going to happen. This is my final one, and then you will see I'm not going to sit with people. I'm not doing that. I choose to move forward, but a lot of you can't also let go. So I'm going to say one last time to you all, to everyone here, to everyone watching, I am truly sorry for hurting you, for anything that made you hurt someone or me. I'm sorry for my actions, and that's all I can say, you guys.
Delta, can I ask you a question real quick?
Depends on how you're going to direct it, but yes.
You know why I spoke to you that night, but every time you have seen me and every time I've tried to be cordial, you have blocked me, especially out of your space. Understandable, it's your space, but I spoke to you the way that I spoke to you because of how you came towards Smokey and Gage.
Which gave you no right, because that was mine and Smokey and Gage's thing, that Gage said things and Smokey, but I don't want to fight on that. But well, see, this is what I'm talking about. You can't let go when I just apologize to everyone in here.
No, I know. I know. It's just me asking the question. I've never had the opportunity to speak to you because if I did, you blocked me right away. I'm not trying to start a fight. It was just a simple question because I am someone that is up here that has had issues with you.
But of course, I'm gonna kindly say it's my right, because you wasn't there for like my side either. You wasn't there to see all the picture. You only saw for the people you stood, which was just fun. But I'm saying respectfully, I blocked you because I don't have to keep speaking to you or be around people that don't like me. I blocked a lot. It wasn't being mean, but if I felt we was never gonna come civil or mutual, then I had to do something best for both of us. It wasn't just myself. I removed it from you and me, so you don't have to see me and get angry every time you see me or think about it. And I removed me, so I don't have to think about it either.
And you shouldn't have to apologize
Yeah, and that's
over and
not,
over.
I'm not asking for an apology. That was never the thing. It was a question. But thank you for clarifying. That's it. I'm not going to be somebody to be like, oh my God, I hate Dalton. Oh my God. Oh my God. No, it's just a simple.
No, you're fine.
What was the answer? You gave me the answer, and thank you. I appreciate it, and that's it.
Yeah, can I just interject quickly? The one thing we all cease to acknowledge is that when you have someone coming at you, and this is not about Dalton or you or anybody in general, you have the choice to fight or flight. Dalton seems like a fighter. He seems like he's gonna say the ugliest shit to get under your skin. And then there are other people who just run away. And then there are other people who run away and go to another box and start talking shit about Dalton or Pinky or KJ or Grandma Satan or whoever. But we're forgetting that everyone is reactive. And if someone is going to approach you with intention to accuse you of something and not to have a conversation with you, 99% of the time, it's fight. It's arguing, it's screaming, it's blocking, it's this, it's that, it's people like feeling some type of way because you couldn't have your say. It's not about the words, it's about the approach. It's not about the intention, it's about what you want the outcome to be. If you're going in there to blindly accuse someone or tell someone you did this and you did that and da, what do you want to come from that? Do you want an apology? You get the apology, but it's not enough. Do you want them to take accountability? You get the accountability, but it's not enough. Do you want them to remove themselves from the platform? Because it's anyone's right to be on this platform. So whenever you approach these situations with people who have hurt you and affected you, and you are able to have a conversation or think you may be able to have a conversation, it's the approach, it's the tone, and it's the outcome that you want that matters, not the context, because you know they hurt you. They know they hurt you. It's what you want from it. You want the block and bless? You want the bygones be bygones? Do you want the let's stop talking about each other, let's move on? What is it that you want? Because that should be the foundation of every conversation or interrogation. So, yeah, I think Trucker, would you like to get in a box? Dalton has extended an apology. What would you like to get in a box and state your grievance?
Trucker spoke on a whole kid, a child.
Mm-hmm.
You let him have his voice, and I asked in the comments, I said, would you be willing to speak on what you did as well? I'm willing to say here on King John's show and have a box with anyone. And I will apologize to you, but would you be willing to give me the apology back for the same things that you've done back? Would you? I'm just asking a question, not saying that you have to, but would you? Would you do that? Would you say, I did this to you too? I'm sorry for how I called you a P3DO. I'm sorry I called your kids or I called your family. Would you do that too? That's the question I've had for a year now, but you want me to change for you, right?
And you can say it's retaliation, but remember, people call me shitty things and accuse me of shitty things all the time. And I don't justify myself.
No, like he just recently spoke on a child. Like he spoke on Dommy's baby.
Trucker did, yeah. Trucker did, yeah.
Trucker, see, the thing is, the same thing.
So he can have my box. I mean, because I won't sit with him.
The same thing you're accusing Dalton of, you're being accused of doing similar things. And if he's talking about retaliation with the people that come at him, remember, the moment you retaliate, the moment you give the same energy, you become the bully too. Bullies get bullied, vice versa. So, Trucker, you did DM me as well. And I said to you, dude, you're more than welcome to jump in a box and have a conversation. That's the other thing. Y'all, I'm not going to sit there and entertain conversations with you about people on social media. If you have something to say, King John Show is going to start American time for you. And jump in. Say it. State your grievances. But going back and forth, the man is out here telling you, yeah, he's taking accountability. Whether he stops doing what he's doing or not, it's up to him. But right now he's taking accountability.
But you're asking him to take accountability, but how many times does he have to apologize?
At some point, the apology doesn't matter because that's not what they want.
It seems like though every day I can come, King John, I can go places changing and just sit with new people and try to get away from it, not watch people. Like I don't watch Diva. I haven't. No offense to anybody here, real quick. I haven't watched Pinky. I haven't watched a few people that I haven't got along with lately because I felt it was just not healthy to do that. So I went on my own things, and these same people that want me to take accountability does the same, but they'll follow me. Like I won't watch them, I won't bother them, and I've tried to tell a million times, yes, I did wrong, I'm not a victim, but you are now becoming the problem because you insert yourself everywhere. You want to follow every time to someone's platform like Faith, Diva, no offense, again, to anyone in the box.
And see, here's my problem with Faith. There's a place outside of Houston called Brookwood. And it's this wonderful place. They have a restaurant, they have crafts, they sell poinsettias during Christmas, they raise them, and it's all handy-capable people with disabilities that work there, they live there, they provide vocational skills, and everybody there basically is thriving with a disability. I have told
gave her that reference. Yeah, you gave it to her too, Kelly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've told her to call there. She won't call. She won't pick up the phone and call because they probably won't let her do TikTok or have something about the cripple coochie, which just makes my skin crawl every time she says that.
G, so Tiara called you out because it seems like you are trucker here with your fake profile. Dude, just jump in the box.
Trucker just came back in.
Kelly, I want to also say this for everyone here. Okay, y'all, she is a 20-year-old virgin. Let's be in the most respectful way, okay? When you get into your 20s and up there, your
I'll
body
be
does.
married at 18, so.
Your body, just hold on though. Hold on. Your body craves things. So she is craving, and I'm not calling her the mindset of a teenager at all. Acting out anytime like a kid, you can do that in your 20s. You can be young and dumb and make bad choices and, all the things there. Faith, I know what she wants, and this is a truthful thing. Why is it wrong, though? I mean, the way she approaches it, maybe we need to educate her and say, hey, it sounds bad, it doesn't look good for you, but why is it wrong that Faith wants to find a man and finally have that connection? Why is it wrong that
It's not wrong that she
weird how she
wants
approaches
it. It's
it.
the way
But hold on,
she's approaching it.
Kelly, let me finish real quick, honey. It is weird how she approaches it. But has anybody also stood there and said, maybe it sounds weird, but maybe you can, find someone off the app or explain to her, not maybe doing it on this app in this way instead of just coming at her target? No, because I know I'll sit there. I went at Faith myself. So before we just justify how Faith's body is reacting and her mind is just spewing out because she doesn't have a filter and she talks about her crippled coochie. I'm sorry, but whether it's her, but why do you make let me say this. I don't like Faith, but why do we have to make them comments too? Why do we have to make the disrespectful, disgusting, when you hear something like that? Why? Like, this is what I'm learning to be better too. It's not okay. It's because you don't like it does not mean Faith does not deserve someone to love her and look at her like she's a queen and to have kids one day or whatever she wants. So for us to sit here and also do that, that's a bully. So I see why they thought I was a bully. It's not right. So we also have to look at the pictures here as how we're treating these people that we want to speak on.
Delta, can I say something real quick, or just say something in general? Because I Pinky knows who I am, and Peace and Harmony knows who I am as well. I am also a person that's in a wheelchair. I'm a wheelchair user. I used to be friends with Faith as well. I've tried to explain to her that in a sense of like making jokes and stuff like that, because all of us that are disabled, especially like wheelchair users, we like to make jokes about ourselves. We like to make stupid little jokes. but I could agree that the approach that she goes with, it also kind of disrupts the way that the disabled community, we try to uphold certain type of things. Not saying that our dark humor is for everybody either, because I do come from debate TikTok. We've had these conversations before. She gets to make jokes. She gets to have certain things that she can say, but it's the way and the predicament of how she says it and where she says it that can be detrimental towards herself and the disabled community that she is a part of. That's like anybody, a part of any marginalized community, making certain jokes, having certain things that they say. They can say that in specific ways in specific places. It's just you have to make sure that it's not going to cause any danger or disruption towards your community.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry,
Can
go
I
ahead.
just interject here? Whether you have a disability or not, that behavior is called sexual harassment.
Yes.
That too. I wanted to talk about the disabled part, and then I wanted to talk about that other part because we have those conversations on Debate Talk as well. The way and when you say it, when it comes to the disabled part, is a detriment towards yourself and your community. But then there's a line where you don't cross, where those comments become sexual harassment. It's not just a joke. It's not just a joke towards yourself. It turns into sexual harassment. And we have known that she has said these things to people where they didn't consent to have anything like that said to them. And that is where that turns into it's not okay.
Well, of course, and I will never stand by that. I've educated myself on how I've even spoke by calling people back in the day baby daddies. So I understand that. The thing is we have to tell that too.
Sorry, Dalton. Dalton,
I'll
y'all
drop.
are going
I'll
back
drop.
and forth, and Trucker's trying to say condescending things to get a reaction. Trucker, dude, if you really are that traumatized, if you really are that upset and hurt and bitter and stuff, get in a box.
KJ, I'll drop. Thank you for having me up.
Pinky,
Hi, Pinky.
before you go. Okay, you're here. Nonetheless.
She'll be in the live, but she just won't be in a box.
No problem. Okay, thank you, Dalton, for your apology and for your steps to take accountability. Trucker?
I did have. Can I just say one more thing before we move on?
Go ahead.
I did have a friend that wanted me to say to Dalton that a comment that he made towards somebody that was trans or / non-binary.
Please don't. Respectfully, don't speak for any of your friends. It's just me and you. They can speak and get a box. But trans is not a slur. It's in the paperwork. This is what the president.
No. It was dead. No. They were talking about you dead naming somebody, and
Okay, we're talking about
causing,
Michael. We're not
it
gonna
was
do
causing
that.
issues for
Not
them being
interesting, but we're
trans.
not-
They
Respectfully, Michael is not trans. We're not going to fight on that here. Went to court with this person, and these people went after my children. Respectfully, I'm not going after them. I'm not bringing them up because I don't want to fight with them. So, Grandma saying no.
Would you want to have the conversation off panel then? Because my friend.
No, again, I do not want to speak to them, nor and I've been advised by the police.
Me and my friend, because they said that it is still detrimental to the trans community on dead naming somebody.
I didn't dead name no one. They're not
He's-
dead named.
he's dead naming him right at this
that
moment.
Only the person going through that
Blue's
needs
name
to
is
have.
Michael, and it's not dead name. It is what the court told me
I'm
I
not
have to call
causing an issue.
Michael.
I asked you if you wanted to speak about it off
And I said
line
kindly no
with
because I
me
had
and
to
my
make this
friend.
talk.
Guys, can I just ask a question? Dalton, what did you allegedly do?
Okay, so I didn't
No,
allegedly
it's
do
a
nothing.
talk
Me
to
and
him.
Blue went after the mother of my child last year, went and got a fake R on me. We had to go to court. All right, it's been a back and forth, very ugly. Like, we put pictures up of each other. We've done things towards each other. Me and Blue has went back and forth and took many accountabilities. I've tried to literally take accountability with this person every time. The cops, the court, everything has come in here, addressed it. They, where they work at, their name is on the paperwork. There's no dead name. They have not changed their name. It is literally legal for me to say Michael. The same person that you have in this bottom box here it literally exposes a whole page about me and docks my last name, and they want to speak on something that they don't know the edge. Nope, hold on, ma'am. See, this is the thing. With Michael, I am advised that I'm not supposed to be around him because it gets dangerous. It gets very bad, and that it's caused me where I'm not allowed to see my child right now. I have to go back to Alabama and go to court. So no, I will not let anyone else speak for them because they know already.
No, I'm not speaking for them. Hold on, exposing. I'm gonna let you know right now, Dalton. I am not speaking for them because I don't agree with them either.
That's the
I
only
am
person I've ever
speaking.
spoke on.
No, Dalton. Let me explain because you didn't let me finish. My friend who has nothing to do with that person